Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to my show, Uncle Bruce, first thing in the morning. It is Friday, June the 4th, 2021. Welcome all to this show. Welcome to the Friday version of Stock Markets in plain English. What is going on out there in plain English? Happy to bring it to you. Let's see how we do today. Hopefully you'll make a bunch of money today, figuring out all the gobbledygook that's going on out there. Big shout out and congratulations to Trey's Trades. Trey was on CNBC just a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago, and was talking to Andrew Ross Sorkin about AMC. Way to go, Trey. I'm really proud of you. He did well. He was on live national television, and he and Andrew were talking about the AMC story, and Trey has got it right. He's nailed it down. He's got the AMC story down just kind of like I have, except the difference is that Trey is viewed as the the big promoter of AMC by AMC followers. Good, no problem with that. I am viewed by some AMC followers as Mr. Negative when it comes to AMC because I concentrate on the corporate side of the story. And Andrew out and out acknowledged the corporate side of the story. He didn't hide it. He doesn't shy away from it, but he loves to talk about the big picture with regard to how the stock is trading and the short situations and the failure to deliver stuff. And Sorkin didn't really go down that road so much. But it was all right. It was okay. And the stock itself didn't really do that much during the segment. It was sort of between $47, $48 a share. And right now it's $47.09 a share. It's been kind of down $4, $3-4 in the pre-market pretty well all morning here at this point. Volume so far on AMC today, 9 million shares. For GameStop, of course, there's not going to be any movement on GameStop unless there's movement on AMC, at least at this moment in time, because we are waiting for additional news from GameStop. Obviously, I just noticed here right now the U.S. economy says that they added the unemployment rate drops to 5.8%. As the economy grew 559,000 new jobs. I don't know if that's high enough to get the market excited. I'm not sure if that's enough to get the market excited with regards to an uptick in the economy, but it is a gain. It's not a drop. Seasonally adjusted, it's better. There are a lot of reports coming out these days. Many of you have probably heard lately that a lot of businesses out there in the U.S. in particular, but I know in Canada as well, are having difficulty finding employees across the board. Not that every single company can't find them, but there are pockets of places where corporations are having trouble finding employees to come in. Perhaps it's just the fact that people have reorganized or have rethought their priorities in life, and they don't want to be working in a cubicle anymore, or they found something better in the meantime, or they've realized that working from home is really what they want to be, or self-employed, or what have you. But there has been a shift, and I think it's permanent. There will be normalcy to a degree here and there, of course. Companies will try to get back to a more normal life, the way maybe things used to be. But I think that there's been a fundamental change in the economy, the workforce, online buying, investing, and many other things. Speaking of investing, again, talking to Trey's Trades here about AMC and talking about the markets in general, and those of you out there who are retail investors. It took a while. It took quite a while for CNBC and others to get with the program that. The world changed. I started doing videos a year ago on this channel approximately. And the first few videos I made, I talked about a number of topics, including GameStop, of course. I covered GameStop back on June 10th. But I also mentioned the new world with regards to investing in the market using one of these things right here, wherever you are, anytime you want, and any dollar amount you want. I talked about how back in the early part of the year, there were no sports. Everything was shut down. As soon as the Super Bowl was over, that was it. Everything got shut off after February, March of a year ago. And where are you going to wager on sports? And um, what happened was, and one of the things that really took off was that people who were used to betting anywhere from $50 to $200 every week on sporting events as just a matter of normalcy, and these folks would lose it all, or break even, or lose half their money, or what have you. These people, millions of them, I mean millions, all of a sudden couldn't bet on sports. They began to start wagering on the stock market, but in the same dollar amounts, which was impossible to do when I was a stockbroker back in the 80s, 70s and 80s and 90s. It was impossible for you to contact me, open up a brokerage account, and en masse, I would not open 10 accounts a week with only $300 in each account. I couldn't help you, because your fees to me were so ridiculously high. To just do a buy trade and a sell trade, you're looking at $35 to $50 just to buy stock and then sell stock, and you only had $300 to invest. You had nothing. You had not, and the investors knew it, and the broker knew it. And so in my day, back in when I was a broker, and when I was training my brokers, when I was a branch manager and a VP, I had my 25 guys working for me, and I would tell them, don't open up accounts with less than $5,000. Just don't. And if you're opening an account with only $5,000 as a starting position, make sure that individual is contributing at least $500 a month into that account to build it up, because a year from now, it's only an $11,000 account. You still aren't going to make a lot of money on this person. You're not going to bring this person as a client and then just turn them over like crazy to try to make thousands in commissions from these people. You're going to wipe them out. You're going to blow your brains out. You're going to lose a client. You're going to put them into safe, secure, longer term investments, which means the 5,000 comes in and you get into one position, and that's it. Now you amass money for 3 or 4 months, and once you get to 2 or 3 grand, you maybe add a second position, or you add to the original one, and you'll make commissions maybe every 6 months from this individual, which will give you maybe $50 to $80 in commissions every 6 months. I mean, this is a client that will not make you any money for a while. Hopefully, cross your fingers, the client you just brought in is the kind of an individual who is maybe 28 to 32 years of age and is moving up the ranks quickly in that organization that this individual works at. And this person could become a senior VP of the company that he's at in 3 to 5 or 6 years, and will receive substantial pay raises and bonuses. And you've got this individual locked in with you to build wealth. And so when they, as soon as they can, start putting $1,000 a month into the account and $1,500 a month into their account, or they get a $5,000 or $10,000 bonus check, they put half of it into the account. You're going to grow with these people. The other hope you have is that this individual has family that will be referred to you, that have money, that have coworkers that might, one of the coworkers that this person works with just inherited $50,000 from grandma so-and-so, and they don't know what to do with the money. And this is, you need lead generators in key spots. And so there are times you open up accounts $5,000 to $10,000 in size back in the 80s that lead you to additional accounts. And you are, you're an open book, and you're getting to know that individual and hopefully all that individual's contacts. And this is where strategically, as stockbrokers, we used to search and hunt out the potential clients that could really bring us additional clients, bird dogging it. And that's how you built a book. But today, as soon as COVID hit, people who were betting $200, $300, $400 a week on sports betting, now we're betting on the market. And with fractional trading available on one of these, it's changed the world. And so you can buy and sell any amount of stock you want in any stock you want, commission free. You want $20 worth of Amazon, you can buy $20 worth of Amazon. It doesn't matter. So here I am talking about GameStop, and I'm talking about the SPACs, and there are folks out there, you guys out there, who know you can pick up $50 worth of SPACs anytime you want. If you want to buy 2 shares of Sofi today, you can do that. You have the money to do that. On the other hand, you're now learning through me that not only can I do that, but I can also acquire call options that under the right conditions, if I get the right call, the right length of time, and the right strike price, I can probably buy a $100 call option or $150 call option that controls 100 shares, gives me 100 shares of leverage for the upside for the next 8 months. and under the right terms and conditions and the right stock, that there might be some moves there. And this just didn't happen. This was not available when I was a broker. You would not be my client if you could only afford to buy one call contract or two call contracts, because we needed, we would have minimums in the house that you had to have in to even discuss trading options. You had to have a lot more money than $500 lying around. That didn't happen. The so-called being able to trade contracts with maybe $1,000 in your account, that didn't kick in until the 90s and the 2000s, and even then it was just lately, because you had to go through a registered broker who had the securities license for options trading. And we were drilled from compliance managers that you had to have clients who could afford to lose it all and wouldn't sue you if they did lose $50 or $200 or $500 or $5,000 on an option trade. You had to be sure that this person could handle this kind of loss. And so we had to do some due diligence on you guys back in our day to make sure that you weren't coming into us with overextended credit cards, car loans, house loans, and now you're gambling on the market with us as the last chance to try to survive before you go bankrupt. Things have changed. I mean, now it's just click, 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 open an account. Doesn't matter what your position is, as long as you can open an account, you can start trading with $50. Unbelievable. And the world is a day and night world. And so here we are, June the 4th, 2021, in this world where trading is still being done online, being done on the phone, being done around the world, without brokers in the middle of it all, commission free. There's a lot of advantages to you as retail investors, but there's a lot of disadvantages because you just don't have your personal advisor to guide you anymore. And a lot of you are reaching out and looking for help and guidance. You're finding it through me to a degree, you're finding it from others. And yet at the end of the day, you're on your own out there when it comes to entering the order and making the trade. And I can't tell you how many emails I get from people asking me how to trade options, how to trade stock, just simple stuff that should be handled for you, was handled for you in the past. But again, the reality is, in today's world, unless you have at least a couple $100,000, you're not going to get the attention of any kind of a money manager. And the reality is, if the money manager feels, this asset manager, so-called stockbroker of today, I'll use that term, the stockbroker of today, if they feel that all you want to do is open an account and trade all your own stuff, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want anything to do with it because they don't need to be an order taker on your behalf, really. They would much rather just put you into their house accounts. If they can put you into a series of mutual funds that they get the big fat interests on, payments on, commissions on, and then annual holding recurring interest commissions. They're looking for that, and they're looking to handle 250 million to 500 million in assets under their account. And if they're getting paid a 1% residual commission every year or 2% residual just to keep you in, they're motivated to just keep you in, and they don't need to call you and say, oh, I think we should do a bunch of trades. You call up and say, I'm not happy with my return on this. They'll talk to you. Well, why don't we move into a high growth fund instead? We'll get out of that bond fund and we'll go into this, or we'll shift over to there. There's no inspiration. There's no guidance, and there is no one calling you to say, hey, I found out about this SPAC this IPOE that's becoming Sofi, or I found out about this VGAC, this Virgin Group that's going to become 23andMe. I think we should get you into this stuff right now while it's still $9.98, $10 a share, because as soon as that merger is done, which is next week on the 10th of June, 6 days from now, really things could really start happening. You're not getting that call. You're not getting that call. You're not getting that advice. You're certainly not going to get a call from a broker who's going to say, you know what, those Fortress shares and those VGAC shares and those Gore Holdings shares, we should be getting you into some of these call options. We should be picking up call options for next January, February, and we should be buying 10s, 1250s, and 15s on these issues. And I think we can limit our exposure to like $1,000 for each one. And yet I think we can put together 5 to 10 call contracts for each one of these issues, giving you between 500 and 1,000 shares of leverage for not a lot of money, but a whole lot of upside. Because if these shares pop $10 each on the reorganization as they change their name and start trading as their new private company, these new public companies, all the press releases they're going to make and the money they've got. Hey, these shares could go to 20, 25 bucks each, and your contracts, your $1,000 in each one of these could go to 10, 15 grand each one of them. Hey, I think we got something here. You're not getting that call. Don't wait for it. It's not coming. There's no broker who's motivated to call you, because $1,000 order for 5 contracts, they can't charge you any commission for that. 25 bucks maybe, $5 a contract. The payout to the broker is $10. There's no money in it. They're better off talking to other clients who they can convince to put $25,000 into a long-term high growth fund or an ETF type scenario, and they can get 4 or 5% commissions from the fund itself, and then get residual money for every year they hold you into it, or they hold you into the position. Because their managers are on them like you can't believe, to say, you got to bring in $1 million a week. You got to bring $1 million a week into this house to add to the portfolio you're managing, so that every year you're growing your portfolio by 50 million a year. And that's what you have under management. And at 50 million a year under management, you're going to make 50,000 a year more every year. And in 5 years, you're making $250,000 a year. And that's why you're here. Otherwise, I'll let you go and I'll get someone else who'll make these calls and bring in these kinds of clients. Don't talk to customers about VGAC or Gore's Holdings or Sofi or Fortress. Don't talk to them about long-term options. Don't talk to people about AMC and GameStop. Don't be doing that. No. That's not what you're here for. You're here to grow assets, and you're here to gather assets and to manage assets. That's what I want you here for. And reality is, of course, if they fire this individual after 3 or 4 or 5 years for not doing enough, but that person did raise $100 million in capital in 5 years instead of 250, they still keep that $100 million under management. Those are now house accounts, and the commissions go to the house, and they may or may not pass those on to brokers. If they do pass it on to brokers, they'll pass it on to the remaining brokers. And they might get rid of, out of 25 reps sitting there, they might get rid of 4 or 5 of them, hand those accounts off to the top 15 guys who are really delivering the goods. And then the rest of them are just, whipped back into shape, get out there and keep going. They'll hire 5 more rookies and raise money, raise capital, bring this business up. That's today's market. That's today's stock market. That's today's stockbrokers world. It's ugly and it's pathetic, and it's a sad reflection. So listening to someone like Trey or myself or all the other guys that are out here on YouTube who are doing our thing is an area you can go for advisory, for inspiration, for ideas. I'm just grateful that a lot of you enjoy what it is I bring to the table in a plain English kind of way, as I try to explain to you how the market works in a plain English kind of way. Soon we're going to launch classes here. I'll be launching classes, and you'll be able to really get into it, where we'll have this engagement with a small number of people in these live sessions. We'll be putting these together. And just a matter of fact, I just had to order from Amazon my whiteboard. I got my whiteboard. The teacher is in session. I got my brush and I got my markers. And Bruce, the teacher, is gearing up. He's getting the stuff in here to get the class ready. Are you ready? No chewing gum, and stay off your cell phones. Don't be playing no video games when I'm doing my lessons, okay? It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. Keep you posted when I have more details on the starting of it all and how it's all going to work and stuff. I'm excited. It's going to be great. Welcome all to Creston, British Columbia, your buddy here in Canada. Trying to tell you what's going on in plain English. We've got the Dow up 74 points in the pre-market right now 76. S&P up 11 and NASDAQ up 21. So we're green on the markets, not green in a big way, but we're green in a big way. We're certainly not in any way red, so that's great. The crude oil price, 38 cents a barrel at 69.19, just under 70. Again, I just don't believe in this oil price being up here. I think it should be more like the lower 50s. That's my personal guess, but it's seasonal. We're coming into summer, and the hype is on, and there are oil bulls out there who want the price up, and they're going to talk about, there's going to be a shortage in America. It's going to be traveling like crazy, and where the gasoline demand is going to be out of this world. And I'm going, yeah, okay, whatever. There's more oil sloshing around than you can ever burn if you want it. But hey, go hybrid, go electric, I say, and save the planet and save yourselves a bunch of money, because I would hate to see those of you out there. I would hate to hear that a lot of you out there got sucked into buying gas guzzling whatevers, and you're now paying $4.50 a gallon, because you can count on one thing that's likely to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. And I don't care who's in power anywhere, statewide or government wide, but governments across the US, Canada, and everywhere else are hungry for money because of the amount of cash they've had to lay out to get through this COVID thing. One of the areas they can raise money with probably not losing elections is start to put in a carbon tax, or to start putting in a gasoline tax and raise additional cash. And the infrastructure program we keep hearing about in Washington, folks, the U.S. gasoline tax at the federal level is laughable compared to the rest of the world. The rest of the world is paying unbelievable taxes for fuel. The United States is pennies a gallon. It is laughable how cheap it is. And America's needs for better everything, I mean, everything infrastructure-wise for highways and whatnot, trillions of dollars are needed over the next, I mean, it's hundreds of billions a year, always, because stuff always wears down. That's life. But America has underinvested in itself for probably 20 years now, and it's catch-up time, really big catch-up time, and it's going to require some serious cash, and gasoline taxes is a way to go. So try and use less. It's one way to save. Space Ray, thanks, buddy, for becoming a member of this channel. Space Ray has joined the house and the family here. I think we've also had someone else join us a little earlier, and I missed it. Thank you for those of you who are coming in here and joining up with us. You're all welcome. Thank you for the 289 thumbs ups already too. This is awesome stuff. We avoided a disaster yesterday on this channel. Yesterday afternoon, we were down to like the last 5 or 10 minutes before the market closed, and we hadn't hit 1,000 thumbs ups to avoid having Yoko come on the air here. And a whole bunch of you guys just came to the rescue of this channel. I mean, we were at like 450 thumbs ups with maybe 20 minutes to go. And we managed, with me begging and pleading, and with you guys coming in for me, we got 1,000 thumbs ups through the system, and it was unreal. But then something unbelievable happened yesterday afternoon after that. And a lot of you are here, maybe weren't here when this happened, but what took place was there was a backlash. There were a lot of viewers who wanted to hear Yoko. They wanted Yoko Ono on this channel, which, blew my mind. And I have this album here that was sent to me by one of my viewers that just came in, and I was showing off this album on the air, and I said, if we don't get 1,000 thumbs ups, we're going to have to play her. And of course, this morning, the same thing goes. If we don't have 1,000 thumbs ups by the time we open in, 37 minutes or something, we're going to have to put this on because, that's the tradition. In any event, people wanted this. They wanted to hear a track from this album last night. And I just kind of, just flippantly said, I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, it takes 1,000 thumbs ups to, stop it from happening. But if you want me to play a track on Yoko, I just said, why don't you send $1,000 US to my PayPal account, and that right there is enough incentive right there to say we're putting our money where the mouth is. We want you to play it, and we'll prepare to pay you for it. And I thought there's no way. And this was right at the close last night, right at the close. And I gave everybody a 30-minute limit. I mean, I said, you got to put up $1,000 US in 30 minutes or less, or I'm not going to put this on. 15 minutes later, we had 1,000 US in the account. I had to play a track of Yoko Ono's album here, and it was kind of a catchy tune. It wasn't one of those Screamfest kind of tunes. It was a catchy kind of a tune. And so what happened was we threw it on the turntable last night, and it got me dancing. I know people were dancing at home. And well, if you want to see what happened, you're going to have to go to last night's show and fast forward to sort of the close. So, the first hour of the show is the live show, and then the last hour of trading, and then after that is the aftermarket, and it's that 30-minute window right there as where all this took place. And some of the generous donations just blew my mind, came in, and well, what can I say? We had to do it. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can ever do something like that again. That was traumatic. I gotta say too. I mean, you viewers out there, you keep me guessing, because I think I'm pretty smart. You know, I'm a Mr. Smarty Pants kind of guy, I think sometimes. But oh no, I had no idea how many of you love Yoko Ono, and I added 4 subscribers. Not 4 subscribers. I added 4 channel members to the channel while the song was playing. What? Unbelievable. Joe S., Space Ray, and Alan Reiswitz have joined the channel, I think, today. Thank you guys already. 4 people joined the channel as members while Yoko was singing away on the album here, and I'm dancing to the music. I had to welcome new members while she was singing, and I thought to myself, my God, should I play a track every day just to get more members? Is this a way to get more members for this channel? I couldn't believe it. I was Krista. Thank you. Wow, oh my God, Yoko Ono was so hilarious. She was there. She saw it. It was unbelievable. I'll tell you, the like I said, though, the 1,000 thumbs ups came in to stop this. We're at 490 now, 494. So we have 34 minutes to get 506 thumbs ups to not have Yoko play here. So we're okay. But if we don't get 1,000 thumbs ups, I might have to pop this on. I tell you, it was epic. Would that be the word? Last night, was it epic? It was insanity. I'll tell you, man. That was something. I had never experienced anything like that. I have to admit, though, that there is no other YouTube channel that does what I do. I admit that. I mean, I do talk plain English about the markets, and we have fun with Yoko and stuff, but actually playing Yoko. I don't think anyone else does that. AMC is at 49.14 now, down about 220, and Sofi is at 22.65, down 3 cents. Sofi started this morning at about $22 and has been rocketing back. It's now 22.65, and it's about to go into the positive as we come into the last half hour before we start trading. So there you have it right there. Very interesting stuff. Your sub count is coming up. That's good news. We're happy to see the sub count come. I know the member count is definitely rising. More and more of you are becoming members because you're beginning to realize the value of membership. At least I hope you are. Where we do alerts from time to time, and you're enjoying the knowledge that you're gaining here with regards to how to make money with your money. And I'm so excited. You have no idea. Anyway, there it is. We are below 100,000 on the sub count. It's true. We got hit with a wave of upset AMC people on Saturday. I guess Friday night, my editor and I, we put together a kind of a recap video of what happened Friday. Just put it on the air Friday night, as we always do. Usually every night we do a recap video. We didn't do one last night, but we usually do one every night. And I guess Saturday morning, it had been watched 1,000 times, 1,200 times, nothing special. And all of a sudden, within 5 hours, it was at 10,000 views. It just took off. And what happened was someone on the Reddit page somewhere on the Reddit universe, probably the AMC Reddit something universe, they highlighted that video as anti-AMC. And they riled up the troops to say, this Uncle Bruce guy is the worst when it comes to AMC. He hates the company. He hates the stock. He hates us. He hates apes. He's the enemy. And 10,000 people watched the video, or at least part of it. And I think 200 gave it a thumbs up, and 1,500 gave it a thumbs down. And then 800 subscribers disappeared within 5 hours on my channel. Just disappeared. Just gone. And they bought the Kool-Aid. They bought the message from the antagonistic whatever. And I'm just going, this is a rerun of the show that was on yesterday for 5 hours. I'm not saying anything I haven't said before. this is before the company issued 20 million shares like they just did this week to raise more cash, which I said they had to do, and they were having trouble doing. What can I say? Speak the truth and get slammed. And so the channel now, we're down to 99,000 something viewers because it went through 100. Nothing I can do about it. I can only ask that if you're watching this channel, you like what it is we do, and you enjoy the fun that we're having here, because I think we're having fun. Hey, come on in and become a subscriber and hit the bell notification icon. You'll get an alert every time I go live. This way you won't miss any of the Yoko Ono highlights that happen here from time to time. And we just have fun, and hopefully you'll learn some stuff, and we'll be good. Thank you again, everybody. We enjoyed it. We really had a good time. I enjoyed yesterday as well, but it was after hours, so I didn't get my name up on the screen. Glad to be here in the field instead of the bunch, and instead of the bench. John, welcome, buddy. I'm glad you joined us too. I was dreaming about Yoko, best night ever. Oh no, that was crazy. It was something. What can I say? We had a lot of fun last night trying to just lighten up the mood here, because it is one of those things. Some days markets are fun, sometimes they're not. It's just the way it goes. We just have a good time. Low volume on pre-market, says Pete. And you can't give a thumbs up until after the live Yoko performance. I'll tell you right now. Hi, Uncle Bruce from D. Gray. How you doing? Yeah, last night was a Yoko long time ago. KW, thank you. It was upset. Was it GameStop shareholders from Reddit that hit the dislikes and unsubscribed, not AMC. It was upset GameStop holders from Reddit that hit the dislikes and unsubscribed. KW, whatever you think, KW. There were people upset. I don't understand it. I mean, how can you not know what it is I do? If you've subscribed to my channel, you've watched me, and you know what I talk about. You know how I cover the market. You know how I talk plain English. So how can it be a surprise that I am the way I am all of a sudden, and now you unsubscribe? It just baffles my mind. But I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just, what can I say? Yoko's legion of fans are currently rushing to Uncle Bruce's YouTube channel. They finally found their leader. Take me to your leader. Have fun. Some fun with Uncle Bruce and the Apes. Good morning, Bruce. Unlike your hair, I'm still here. Yeah, baby. What can I say? Oh man, are we having fun? We really had a good time last night, and I hope you're having fun here today too. Don't change, Uncle Bruce. You are experienced. Thank you all. Anyway, I again, congratulations to Trey. A shout out to Trey's Trades. He represented all the YouTubers this morning with Andrew Ross Sorkin live on CNBC, and he held his own. Trey is a very excitable guy, and he's passionate. And I'm just glad he got the coverage. He was on for a good 5 minutes, so I was really happy for him. I know his channel's really taking off right now. He's really getting a lot of viewers, and way to go, Trey. You worked hard, and you're slaving away. And you're passing on the message from the AMC camp, what's going on out there. It's $49.65. It's down to $1.69, but it was down $5 earlier today. Hanging right in there. That stock can affect GameStop, as you all know. AMC on a day-to-day basis can affect the value of GameStop, and one has to watch the other. It's just the way it is. I can't, we can't undo it. $258.45 on GameStop. It's up 27 cents. So we're not sitting on a $10, $12 drop to start the day here. That's good. And we're waiting now for the week coming up. Big week coming up for GameStop because of the annual meeting on, I guess, Wednesday. The financials for the first quarter will be released. And we're kind of curious about a new CEO. We're wondering for that news. When will that happen? Is that going to happen anytime? Could it happen today or Monday or on the day itself, the meeting, or will it happen on Thursday, the day after the annual meeting, start the new year off? I don't know. Waiting. So there's news to be had, and we're waiting what's going on. The Ostis is the newest member. Welcome the Ostis to the show and the channel as a new member. Away we go. Uncle Bruce, if you went on CNBC, what would you say on CNBC. I tell you, I would be really interested in highlighting the fact that you know, I'm an old stockbroker. I break the mold of YouTube. I am not the typical YouTuber. I mean, Trey is 23, going on 24 shortly. I'm 65, going on 66. So I am the absolute, minority on YouTube as a YouTuber. But I give it in plain English, and I just gurgitate up all my experience from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s, and let folks know today what the heck is going on. I am talking to people on this channel who would never have been my clients in 1980 because you weren't born yet. I'm helping people understand the markets today, but giving a perspective from yesterday, because it was the same back then. We bought low, we sold higher. It was the same concept, but the human emotion of this market has not changed. The way the markets think and react has not changed. It's identical. It is still absolutely identical. Fear and greed and panic are all there even now. It's just how you deliver your order has completely changed, obviously, and where you get your information from and how you get your information has changed. But the basic idea of finding an opportunity and scoring on it is kind of the same, just that the instruments have changed. And I'm just happy to help bring you down that journey and make it a little easier for you to understand just where this market is, what it's about, and what truly is going on from a simple, easy to understand format, rather than just gobbly googling it up with the charts and technical stuff and what have you. The other thing that I would highlight if I were on CNBC is I would absolutely highlight that I don't own any stock or options in any positions. I don't have any investments. My entire existence is as a YouTuber to be here for you on this channel and my other channel, Trying with Bruce, and that I live and die by my channel's metrics, performance, and my viewers' generosity. That's how I make it, and that's what I would highlight on CNBC. So I would try to appeal to anyone out there who wants to get the straight goods from a guy who's not going to talk to you from an angle where, I got a whole bunch of calls on a whole bunch of stocks you don't know about, and I'm going to talk to you about these like they're a great deal because I'm in already, and I'm going to try to get you in behind me. I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't ever want to be that guy. There are times where I sit here and go, oh my gosh, look at that Sofi. It was $14 a share 3 weeks ago. Now it's $22 to $23. Hit almost $25 the other day, and I thought, wow, if I would have bought contracts for myself that were $15 calls, I'd be $10 in the money. You think about that, and then I think about it also. Go, yeah, but if I had a large position in that kind of a deal, I could not be comfortable sitting here talking to you about the whole market, because I'd be just sitting there watching the stock all the time. I wouldn't be paying attention to you. I'd be just so focused on my investment that I wouldn't be focused on bringing you the news on what's going on out there. And talking about Sofi, how could I not be jaded, and how could I not be, a conflict of interest guy if I'm sitting on all kinds of stock and options? I can't be that guy. It's not my nature. I just don't have it in me to fake it. I just can't do it. I would rather be here, talk to you about the stocks that I'm following, that you're now following through me, and if you do well with them, I'm a happy guy, because so many of you are so generous to me when you do well that Jen and I just go, wow, we're better off. We're just better off doing it this way, because I can just be a free agent to talk about whatever I want to talk about, say whatever I want to say without really worrying about my own personal well-being regarding my investments, because I don't have one. My investment is this channel, which is everything to me, and so I can dedicate myself to you, the viewers, and that's where what I would be doing, Christina. That's what I would be saying if I had the opportunity to be on there. Rich, when are Sofi pipe investors able to sell most of the stock that they got? Hoping to add more to my position. As far as I know, Rich, I believe that a lot of the pipe investors, they bought big chunks of stock, like I'm going to guess 25, 50 million a piece or more. And I think that the pipe investors are probably looking at a 90-day to 180-day hold period now that the merger is done. But these folks here that did the pipe buying, these are not what we call flippers. These aren't guys that buy to sell. These are buyers to invest. We're talking here about probably some mutual funds, some pension funds who were able to invest in a company, but not into a SPAC. They can't invest into a SPAC. So they've invested into Sofi. As soon as the deal went through with the shareholder vote, that pipe money got released to Sofi. And that's what they bought into. They bought into the public company Sofi the moment it became a public company, which was the moment that the shareholders approved the merger of the two, right? So this stock has been issued as new stock, and I believe it has been restricted. And so the only shares trading right now on Sofi, as far as I can figure it, are the shares that were originally issued under the initial financing of the SPAC. Okay, that's I think where we're at, and that's where we're having it. As the weeks and months go by, there'll be more shares available to trade, yes, but as the days and the weeks go by, I think that the volume will increase. Charles, thank you for a PayPal donation. Just saw that come in. There goes the phone. So SoFi's volumes will increase. SoFi's interest level will increase, and I think that the market will need more stock to come out so that it can trade more volume every day, which is what this stock will do. The volume on this stock will continue to rise up. It did 5.8 million yesterday, by the way, and it's averaging 4.2 million a day now. That's the average volume per day on SoFi now. But I believe going forward, it'll be a 20 million a day kind of trading company. So you'll have like 15 million to 30 million share days as a matter of course. You're going to need more paper to handle that kind of volume. The demand will be, liquidity demand will be there. Fine with me, because this is a multi-billion-dollar machine. It was $8.5 billion on the vend-in. I think right now we're probably talking a $20 billion market cap, and it wouldn't surprise me if the market cap on this goes to $30 billion. That's at least 50% more. So that puts the stock at $33, $35 a share. I think some of you are going to do very well with $35 stock in the not too distant future. So stick around for the show. Let's watch what happens and get rich. I hope you guys become very, very wealthy, and don't forget your YouTuber. That's it. Thank you all. Beautiful. 18 minutes to go. Cheers to all of you. Keep those vocals cleared up. Soulless. Good morning, Bruce. I just logged into the stream, so I have SoFi calls for June 18th, which is next Friday, 2 Fridays from now. All ITN, all in the money. Okay. Should I sell and hold profits? Should I sell and just hold the cash and buy back in on the dip, or just wait it out? What do you want me to do? Well, this hasn't peaked yet. So you have no reason to sell now because you haven't peaked out yet. As a matter of fact, we just turned positive. We're up 7 cents now in the morning, 22.75. So Solus, I think what you're going to do is you're going to look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week as your possible moment to make a move. And the move you're going to make is to do a rollover at the very least. So you're probably going to get out of what you have and into calls that are further down the road from expiry. So you're probably looking at October's or November's or whatever. Even longer would be better. But you might be looking at 25s or 27.50s. I don't know for sure. It depends on where the stock is. If it's here, you're looking at 22.50s to $25 calls, my guess. If the stock goes to 25 between now and next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if it goes to the 25 range, 26 range, you might be looking at 27.50s, maybe 30s down the road several months. And that's where you're going to roll a nice profit position that I'm sure you've got here as this thing reaches 20, hopefully 23, 25 and higher. You have a nice profit position and you'll roll into something down the road. That may be my guess. Now, do you put all the money for all your contracts into the next position? That depends on how much money you've got and how many calls you have and how much dollars we're talking about. How many dollars are we talking about? Are we talking about $1,000 that have turned into $3,000 and then roll all of it? Is this Is this 5 grand that's turned into 20 grand? You might roll only half of it into the new position to keep 10 back. Is this, 8,000 that's turned into $35,000? You might put 10 or 15 into a new position and hold the rest back and diversify into something else. Those decisions will be made at a later time. So listen, right now, you've got to wait through the weekend and just today and Monday, Tuesday. Right now we're at 22.78 on Sofi. We're up a dime now, so they're inching a little higher here in the pre-market. Let's see where they end up going. AMC, by the way, 50.01 was just at $51 a moment ago, so the stock is now pushing the break-even point around a little bit. It's nice to see. As Charles Lee, I'm 33. Thanks, Bruce, for your advice. I've completely turned my accounts around. I can't wait to see your classes. I am getting comments like this again and again and again. I'm so happy to see these. I'm humbled. I'm happy for so many of you. I know that only a small fraction of you actually send me messages. Many of you, I would bet you 90% of you out there don't ever comment. You just watch me. You might be a member, you might not be, but you don't actively participate, and it's all cool. It's whatever works for you is fine with me. And then of course there are thousands of you who watch me that are not members, not even subscribers, but you watch me anyway. And I welcome you and I thank you for being here. And of course, if you want to send me a message, you can always send me a one-off message by sending a super chat and then just putting a question in there, of course. But I get this kind of comment right here. I get this kind of comment a ton of times a day, and many times in my private email, many times. And it is so uplifting, emotional, humbling that I hear this and that that this is happening to you. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more satisfied that this is happening for you. And the future, we will continue on here, continue to build. I've only been live every day since January the 25th here. This is still brand new. All of you are joining as members here. You're blowing Jennifer and my mind away as these member counts keep growing. We had that first initial surge of new members when we started in March, and then we backed off a little in April, a little more in May, and now in June we're climbing again. They're coming up, and I figured there would be a bit of a drop off after the first initial euphoria, but now it's coming on again. And the classes I've been mentioning, I want to do these classes, and the reaction from you has been incredible. And I'm warning Jennifer, and I'm warning Jennifer Jr., and I'm warning my other people who are working with us. You guys don't understand. This is big. This is going to be demanding. And I am secretly panicking about how big this is going to be. And I am beginning to realize how much time I'm going to need to dedicate to this project. But I'm prepared to do it because I want to do this. I want to be able to help as many of you as I possibly can in an intimate setting live, and then offer this as a course on an ongoing basis so that any of you out there who you just want to watch it, you can go to the website and order it up and watch it and enjoy it every time and many times as you want. Once you've got it, you've got it. And I'm hoping that, these classes will answer a lot of the basics that you ask me a lot of on this show here. So in the future, if someone asks me, how does this work? I can say, look, this is going to take an hour to explain, but I got good news for you. There's a 1-hour video that's all been edited for you from a live class that it's going to make you thousands of dollars. This video, you follow what's happening in this video, you're going to make thousands of dollars. State of these disciplines. Check out this video, and we can send them right to the website with the link, and off they go. And this will save me having to say the same thing over and over and over again every day. And will help thousands of or millions of you out there who are going to go, I'll watch one of these and see if they're any good. And I'm expecting and I'm hoping to hear back from people going, that class of yours was dynamite. That was absolutely dynamite. I thought I knew everything about this or that or this or that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And this is how it's going to go. Now, as a member of this channel, you become a member of this channel, I will reiterate that there are benefits other than just commenting on my show. You also of course, get to use emojis, but you also will get alerts from myself on updates on stocks that I'm following or new stocks that I'm adding to my favorites list. And also, members get first dibs to come into the classrooms, the live settings. There's going to be a limited number per class because I don't want to talk to 200 people at a time on a class. I mean, how am I going to answer 200 questions in 2 hours? Impossible. I'm going to do a lesson, and then I'm going to be doing the answers and questions, and there may well be 10 minutes of instruction, and we take a few questions, and back to instruction and questions. There's no way I can have 200 of you in a live class. That's crazy. It's not going to happen. So it's going to be a very small, intimate group. We're nailing that down. And we will then I'll be able to really laser in with you guys to really zero in on you and help you out to understand what the lesson's all about and what we're covering. And then the next one. So members will get advance notice of the classes. If you're a member, you will get an advance notice that this class is available for purchase. This one is available for purchase. This one, you can make your reservations now and first come, first serve to get into the class. And we'll bring out, I'm hoping I can bring out a cluster, a number of classes in one shot and say, okay, here we are. This is the next 3 weeks worth or 4 weeks worth. Here's the next month of classes. They're open for reservations right now. Here you go. Check this out. If you're a member, you'll get the alert because it'll be done through the membership system that I have here through YouTube. So again, thank you, all of you, again, so much. And this, and like I say, this comment here, I'm getting this comment from 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 30s, 35s, 40s, 50s, 55, all the way up. I have every age group, male, female, couples, people who've been in the market for years and have had just terrible luck, who've made mistake after mistake after mistake through no fault of their own. They're just, following the markets, the trends, whatever. And this is tremendous. I'm, am I perfect? No. Will you always make money on everything I talk about? No. But we'll try to limit the mistakes. And if we can limit the mistakes, we're more than halfway home here. And Charles, thank you for these comments. I appreciate it. It's tremendous. All right, guys, thank you all so much. We're 8 minutes from the opening, and I'm way behind my comments. I am reading comments that are 13 minutes late. So, guys, thank you, all of you. Anthony, thank you for this. You're a 1 in a million. Thanks for all you do for Anthony, man. That's, this is awesome, man. I love these comments. Some people will say, oh, you're so full of yourself. And I'm just going, hey, I'm not writing these. I'm just reading them. And I am grateful that I'm able to read them. I'm grateful that I get these messages, that I'm actually able to read them out. I'm honored. Mike Sullivan, thank you for coming in here. Antonio, thank you for joining us as a new member. I love you guys. D. Grave, hey, buddy, it could be right. Thanks, man, so much for being here, as you always are. Michael Downs, new member. How you doing, Michael? Welcome to the gang here. Tanya, a new female member. I love female members. We are growing the gals. More and more gals are joining this channel. It's fantastic. Robert Hamilton, thank you for joining this channel too. Love you guys so much, and forgive me if I have fun once in a while going down the Yoko Ono trail, but we try to lighten things up from time to time. It can't all be serious all the time. Thank you all so much. As I'm just whipping through so many of these comments, I can't read them all. I just can't. And I know a lot of you are talking to each other, which is okay too, of course. That's what this family is becoming. This channel is becoming a giant family of winners, of investors and winners, and you're getting to know each other through these comments, and I'm thrilled for this too. It's a very positive atmosphere, a great group of people here. I do have my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, and I'm looking to do group cruises. I can't wait. I have a big announcement for you to make. I'm going to make right now, just before we open for trading. I want you to understand. I'm going to make a change. Starting today, yeah, today's Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. Starting today, making a change. Every Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time, I have live trivia, and I've been using that. I've been doing live trivia in a Hangout show on my Traveling with Bruce channel for those members over there, and I've been doing that now for 2.5 years. And tonight, I'm opening up tonight's trivia show and every trivia show from now on, Friday night, 7 o'clock. If you're a member of this channel here, you're automatically going to be able to come on over to that channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to live broadcast. I'm going to broadcast live on both channels simultaneously in an what's called the unlisted setting, so that those of you who are on this channel, if you're a member, you can participate in the trivia show. And if you're a member of the other one, and I think I can pull this off. It's just occurring to me now. Can you actually do that? I think I can. I know I can. Yes, I can. I'm sure I can. So we're going to have the trivia show on tonight at 7:00 Eastern, like I always do. And all of you guys, if you want to join us tonight for trivia with the gang over at TWB, they don't know this yet. I haven't told them. I'm just going to say, guys, we have some new kids crashing the party, and we'll combine all the members from both channels for live trivia. And it's just going to be a casual hanging out. It's Friday after it's all said and done, 7:00 in the evening Eastern time. And I've already got some trivia all lined up for tonight's show. And that's going to be from now on every Friday. So it's another perk for those of you who are members of this channel and members of the other channel. You're going to be on both of your channels for live trivia simulcast together. And I look forward to having you tonight. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome. And I'll mention this a few more times today, so forgive me if I repeat myself on this one. This is the first time I've mentioned it so far. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. What's the logo, Bruce, on my bagel going to be when I hit the 4-month level? Khalib, it's going to be the same right now, because apparently the way it works is that the logo colors only change for month 1, 2, and 3, and then they change in month 6, month 12, and month 24. That's how YouTube does it. I don't change the colors. I can create the logo colors, but I can't force them to give you a new color every month. That doesn't work that way. So that's the story. So you're going to be this color from month 3 to month 6 or 5, and then it shifts. So hang around. We're getting ready to open here 3 minutes away. CNBC has got ads going right now to make money. 2281 on Sofi. We're up 13 cents on Sofi this morning. On AMC coming into the opening, we're at 49.78, down $1.56. The stock has recovered from about the 45, 47 range most of the morning to where it is now. Pardon me. And so we're at 49.94, just around $50. Okay. And there you are. Anthony saying, "Hi, I'm 55 and seriously considering giving up work due to health reasons, and it's down to you that I'm able to do this due to making more in 2 months than I have for years running an engineering company." Anthony, I'm blown away. I am just, I am humbled. I'm excited. I don't know your portfolio, of course. I'm not your broker, but I'm pumped. If any of you out there are following what I'm talking about and it's working for you, I am just, yes, I am pumped up. I am jacked. It's fantastic. And you all deserve the best. You just deserve, the markets working for you. You deserve a fair shake in these markets, and you deserve to be aware of the pitfalls that could be out there that can get you. And if I can in any way, keep you out of danger, I'm a happy guy. It is so important to be on top of this, market that is changing at light speed. This business is completely evolving almost every 6 months to a year or two. It has changed so much in the last year and a half. It's unbelievable. And if I've been able to help you steer through this, man, am I pumped. I'm so jacked about that. So guys, thank you. And I'm just hoping you guys make just gobs of money. And if it's able to help you take care of small IOUs that you have with family and friends that you've been struggling with the last year, or it's allowing you to take care of some high interest debts you've got, or you're saying goodbye to a car loan, or you're saying goodbye to some student loans, or you're paying down a mortgage, or whatever the extent is, if it's taking you from a debt scenario to an asset scenario, or you're now positive, you're now ahead of the curve. Man, I know. I know what it's like being poor. The last number of years, Jen and I, before I did this, we were entering our retirement years, and we can't do the work we used to do physically as we did before. And we're not like wealthy or anything. We're not destitute, but we certainly weren't wealthy. We know the difference it can make. And a lot of you have made changes to Jennifer and I, unbelievable changes for us. And we just want to keep this going. So if I can help you get richer, it benefits me every time, because you folks are just so generous to us. We thank you. Here, right here, another sign right here. I love you guys. Thank you for these donations that you make through Super Chats. These PayPal donations you make to us are unbelievable. They're huge. They're huge to us, because this donation here, I get 70% of this money. 30% goes to YouTube. PayPal donations, 96%, up to 96% is cleared to us. Sometimes it's 90, depending on what country it comes from and so on, but it's so much more lucrative to us. So we thank you. We just do. And this Yoko Ono thing we did last night, oh my God, that was crazy. Jen is, she called her sister. She said, "You're not going to believe this." You know what he did last night? You have no idea what he did this time. Yeah, it's out there. Anyway, we're trading now, so let's move on. Uncle Bruce, your cheerfulness helped me go through tough times. I invested unemployment money in SMH, IPO, GME, and my portfolio's up 40%. Yeah, baby, this is good stuff. I love hearing this. Making money, man. Let's go. Let's get richer. Let's take a look at the markets, all right? Let's go. I'm showing initial trades beginning to show up now on my phone here, and let's see what is what. AMC up $1.30 to 52.64. So it was faking us out in the pre-market, but it is come around. Sofi right now at 22.53 ish, down just 15 cents. Just finding its early morning rush and foothold. GameStop is up 337 to 261.54 on 176,000 shares. The AMC volume 23.5 million at 54.32, up $3 now. Gores 1407 up 13 cents on 12,700. We're waiting for Gores Holdings to give us their official date for their shareholder meeting. I know they're waiting for the SEC to give them the all clear that your filings are up to speed and you're good to go. So everything is pending SEC to this. VGAC, $10 a share on 75,000. That meeting, the shareholder meeting, is now in 6 days. Next week, Thursday. That's all we have to wait now for the shareholders to vote the 23andMe acquisition. And then shortly after that, guess what? We're trading at 23andMe on the New York Exchange. We're so close on VGAC now. I can't wait. Solus, I'm 23. I don't have a ton of money. Started investing with about $1,500 bucks, but I've been able to two-time my portfolio due to your recommendations, helping me build so I can knock off student loans. That's what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. There are so many American kids out there in their 20s and even now in their 30s, and adults who are in their 30s and 40s carrying debt, student debt. And if in any way I'm able to help this to me is a liberation from a jail sentence. I just think it is absolutely criminal that so many of these kids who are trying to make it, studying their butts off, are coming out of school with ungodly amounts of debt. I mean, just ungodly amounts of money that has, in the last 10 years, has gone stupid. I mean, it is just insanity. If there's any way I can help that by doing what I'm doing, man, I am really proud. I'm proud. You folks, you've got to know. I have a daughter who's 33. She still has a student debt, but she's knocking it off now fast because she's making some dough. But I mean, she would not sleep at night. Days would go by where she'd have a tough time dealing with it. I would try to calm her down and just say, it's all right. It's going to be all right. But I'll tell you, so many of you down there in the U.S., I'm in Canada. It's bad here too, but not as bad as you guys are dealing with. I mean, I know so many of you are looking for debt forgiveness as your way out of student debt. You've told me this. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. That has to be a solution. Debt forgiveness. What kind of a country is this? Crazy. I thought you invested in your kids. You should invest in your youth. The youth are the new tomorrow's taxpayers. I mean, that's what they are. I do what I can. Anyway, thank you, everybody. GameStop 262 up 382. AMC 53.39 up $2. Gore's now up 16 cents to 14.10. VGAC at $10. SoFi at 22.28 down 40 cents. I don't think that's going to last much longer. Fortress at 998. That meeting is the 15th of June. So that one's coming up. We know that one's locked in. SMH, the Vanek computer chip company, the ETF fund, up 345. Home Depot up 76 cents. IBM up 33. Dow is up 109. Microsoft up 250 a share. Apple up 58. Now up 72. Tesla up $10.99. Bed Bath & Beyond up 27 cents. BlackBerry down 53 cents to $15.35. What a run. Almost double in like a week. Over on the cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, 95.42. That is a stock you can buy puts on, but you gotta buy puts to next year, January or later, at least, if you're gonna buy puts on Royal Caribbean. But that stock is double what it should be. It should be around the $40 mark, not 95. But everyone's excited about cruising, and right now this stock is just, it's up on emotion, but not on reality. Amazon is up $19.50. Facebook is up $1.20. Alphabet, that's Google, up $21. There you go. It's green almost everywhere. The Dow is up 118 points. We've got S&P up 22. NASDAQ up 105. Oil is up $87 a barrel. That's where we're at right now. That's what's happening here on this market. We're watching closely what is going on, what's going to happen, where are we going to be at. How much richer are we going to be and when? That is what it's all about. GameStop right now at $257.92. Just jumped around a little bit here. It's down a little now, down 7 cents. Or it's $258.25. It's just had a little shot down to the break-even mark, and we'll see if that's just a one-off. AMC at $50.02, down $1.32. So we had a little shot come in on these stocks. We'll see just how tough these sell-offs are, or anything like that. All right. That is what we are seeing right now. Sofi at $21.87, down 81 cents. This is an absolute bargain, and a steal. This company has a $27 book value at least already as Sofi. The street doesn't know it as a whole. Maybe 5% of the market is aware of it. The rest of the market is unaware. This is the kind of information that Sofi will eventually be able to distribute to the masses. You guys are in so nice and early and nice and low, starting at $15 and up or 14 and up. Get ready for a higher run on Sofi. If you haven't got your full position made on Sofi, these days, it's now 22.11 by the way, these are the days where you take advantage of these dips and grab these call contracts for next January and beyond. If you get 2250s or 25s, 2750s, you can get them nice and cheap. Now is your time to leverage up on these things. You can pick up $1,000 worth of Sofi contracts, and you might be able to control between 500 and 1,000 shares of the upside here for only $1,000 or less. It depends on the contract. I don't have the quotes in front of me, and I'm not going to. You got to look them up yourself. But 2206 on the stock right now. 259.41 on GameStop, now up $1.23. AMC at 50.33, down a buck. And Gore's now trading at $14. That's where we're at right now. Welcome all to be here. Apple is on track for its longest weekly losing streak in 2.5 years. You know what that means? That means eventually those streaks go the other way. And as you know, Apple is on my favorites list. It's one of my favorites. But you know what? It's 124.39. When we talk about a losing streak, we're talking about going from $135 to $124. So GameStop moves $40 in a day, buddy. What do I care? In an hour, GameStop can move $15. This Apple, this is like watching paint dry, down $10 in 6 weeks. Like, cry me a river. Like, what am I worried about? This is a stock I love. As you know, I love the Apple. And those of you who are looking to put large chunks of money into a very solid stock, you put it in Apple and you forget about it. You put it away, or you write long-term contracts against it. Write 2-month contracts at, say, 140 on this stuff. Take in some premiums and just ride the market. And if it goes to 139, just before it expired, your contract's expired, you're laughing. You took the premium and you got the gain. This stock will not double overnight. But the longer the losing streak goes, the likelihood of an upside tick Apple is the kind of stock you can also buy on a long-term call contract. You can take a look at maybe 125s, 126s, 128s, 130s for next year, like January, February, March. You might take a look at those. Stock goes to 145, 150 by then. You got yourself a nice little gain too on a very conservative company, obviously. I mean, it's the most valuable company in the world. These guys are firing on all cylinders. Anyway, there you have it. This is why we're going to have classes. Oh my gosh! Thank you all of you for being here and your kind words, Francic. I'm getting those $130 strike apples calls for next year. There you go. Thank you for that. And also, when is the jobs report coming out? It's already out. They added 590 something thousand jobs. The market doesn't seem to mind it. Happy Friday, Uncle Bruce. Could you explain what your prediction for Sofi, VGAC, and Gores to trend upward in the short term are based on? Are these long-term plays? First of all, the merger of the companies, so Virgin and Gores, those two are still to merge into their new names. That it's in itself will add some, I think, movement to the market for these stocks, because both companies, upon listing and merger, will get a bunch of cash handed to them. I think it's $950 million for Virgin, which is going to be 23andMe, and then Gores Holdings will become Matterport. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. I got to stop for a second. I was watching last night. I was looking last night just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. I was looking at Zillow.com. If you don't know what that is, that's a real estate site in the U.S. If you want to see the value of any house anywhere, and if you want to see what houses are for sale, they show you, like, here's a neighborhood, all these houses, and here's what each one is valued at approximately. Oh, and this one's for sale. And you can click on that, and you can see the listing. Some of these listings have Matterport in the listing. So it's not just photos of the front of the house and the living room. They have a Matterport system in there where they take in the Matterport camera into the house and have done a 3D. You take a look at a listing on any real estate site with a Matterport feature in it, it just transforms everything. I was looking at a house last night, a dream home that I would like to buy in Indian Wells, California, where Bill Gates has his winter house and other guys. I think Bill has several, but one there. I was looking at this multi-million-dollar house just for fun, and they had a Matterport. They had it Matterported. And I'm showing Jennifer. I said, look at this. This is Matterport. This is Gores Holdings. This is what Gores is going to become. Look at this thing. I must have been 20 minutes on this. Easily. I spent 20 minutes looking at this. And for the realtor, I'm sure that realtor for that property has probably got more views on that listing than all the other listings they have that don't have Matterport. It's incredible. I mean, the overhead dollhouse view and the floor plan view, and then in the room view where you can walk around and move the camera up and down, zoom in, zoom out. So easy to use, so quick, so slick. It's incredible. Anyway, these stocks, VGAC and Gores, will transform into their new companies. Right there, that's movement. And this is happening really soon, as I've been talking about. And then Sofi, VGAC, and Gores with their fresh cash and their new investors, and now allowing them, they'll be allowed now to spill the beans about their future and their plans and tell the world how they're doing. There won't be enough stock out there that these guys have free trading to satisfy the demand of new investors who will just discover them for the first time. They'll discover that 23andMe is publicly traded. They'll want to buy in. I sense mutual funds, hedge funds, ETFs, all waiting to buy stock in these two companies, including now Sofi, because they've been forbidden to do so as SPACs. They can't buy SPACs. They're not allowed to buy SPACs. Too risky. But publicly traded regular companies, yeah, you can buy those for long-term holds. This is where things start to open up. And I think, Frankie, we could see some nice gains here. Louis, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. Beautiful that you're here. Thank you, all of you, for joining in and all of your support. Welcome one, welcome all. And again, if I've missed your messages, it's not on purpose. I can't keep up from time to time. It is that active, and I'm loving it. Thank you, everybody. GameStop 260.88 up 269. Over on Sofi now 21.84 down 84 cents. This is a limited time offer. Get your butts in there, guys. AMC 53.68 up 234. Gores at 14.03 up 9 cents. VGAC at $10. Fifth Wall Acquisition, SPAC we love, 1039. Vector at 1017, up 8 cents again. Vector's traded only 50,900 shares. 50,900 is all it's traded. They haven't made an announcement yet. They haven't told us when the shareholder meeting is yet. We got nothing, but the stock is going up the last little while here. Now, the last week, it's gone from like $9.95 to $10.17. Do you think that might be telling you something? Do you think maybe something's up? I think something's up. It was $9.84 back on May 13. It's now $10.17. Not a big move, but just a subtle little thing. I just get the impression the VACQ is ready. Now, I don't know if you can buy options on VACQ yet. That might be the one problem. But keep an eye on it. If you've got your stock, great. If you haven't, you're running out of time. Navsite Holdings, $9.93. I'm shocked it's here. I'm shocked it's $9.93. The meeting is on the shareholder meeting to vote the deal is on the 15th of June this month. It's 11 days from now. 11 days. It will go through. And then a few days after that, it will start trading as Sykestra. But, each one has its own time. Sorry, that's Navsite. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up something. Navsite Holdings has not called their shareholder meeting. I apologize. But it's $9.93 nonetheless, and that's a bargain. Starboard hasn't called their shareholder meeting. They're $9.85. Fortress Value has called their meeting for June 15th. Yes. And Fortress is at $9.98, and that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. 11 days from now, they have their meeting. And this is $9.98. Just like Virgin Group, VGAC, these two are definitively timed. June 15, June 10, June 15 for both of these. Virgin and then Fortress. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that they're going to become new companies. No ifs, ands, or buts within a few days of that meeting. They start trading. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts that you are running out of time to acquire these stocks before they become the new company. And that is a fact. All right. So I finally got that done. I'm so excited I can hardly speak. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's make a bunch of money, hopefully. Let's see. Nick, I just bought $12.50 VGAC calls for January 2022 for $1.90. Why do I feel like I'm getting free money? Yeah, I know. What are the potential downsides of long-term calls? You're only risking what you're putting into that call. That's it. You're risking, if you bought a call, you just put $190 on the table. All right. Is that a good wager for 100 shares of upside? $190. That's all you've risked. If the stock just goes to $15 between now and next January with the deal done, all their announcements, the stock reaches 15 one time. Your contract is a $250 book value plus probably $1.50 premium. That's a $4 contract. You'll have doubled your money just going to 15. Do you think that Richard Branson is going through all these gyrations with all of his advisors? And do you think that the folks at 23andMe who've already raised $850 million privately are going through all this crap to become a publicly traded company to raise $950 million fresh cash, more money than they've raised since they've been created? Do you think they're doing this because the stock's going to $15 a share and that's it? I mean, come on. Really? I don't think so. By the way, these contracts expire in January. The insiders of these two companies, they still can't sell their stock. They can't get out. They have to wait at least a year after this merger. So they're talking June next year, July, before they can even think of trading. So you've got this 8-month window with a small number of shareholders to enjoy this initial rush of interest. So obviously, if these shares reach $20 a share, you got a $7.50, $9, maybe a $9 contract for $1.90. You think you might be taking free money off the table? Yeah, I think you are. I can tell you, though, that 3 weeks ago, you could have had this contract for probably $1.40. But the interest level in this contract and all the contracts for VGAC is rising because more and more investors are figuring out the same thing you're figuring out. You're going, oh, this is a bargain. If I could buy 10 of these for $1,900, I got 1,000 shares of VGAC's upside here. And if this thing goes to $22.50 in the year, that is $1,000 a contract times 10 contracts, $1,900 to $10,000 plus some premium, probably an $11,000 takeaway. Yeah, that's a nice return on your money. Yeah, there are people out here who have 100 of these. There are viewers of mine that have 10, 20, 30 of these calls for sure. And they're going to do very, very well. So yeah, you're joining the group. You're one of the 1%ers. You're 1% of the market is doing this. 99% has no idea that this is doable. That's the difference. That's what's going on here. That's why we're early. There are days where you're going to be with me here, like today, on some of your stocks, and you're going to be bored. You're going to be going, God, Bruce, when is this going to happen, man? You keep talking the talk, but geez, when's it going to go? I want the action. And I'm sorry to tell you, the markets don't work that way. These aren't slot. We're not in a slot machine environment here. We're in a environment where we methodically pick off the winners and ignore the losers and ignore the hype. We zero in on where we know the getting is good, and we position ourselves. And you get in here, and there are times, and most times, as far as I'm concerned, you're going to be early. If you're following what I'm following, you're going to be early. And I don't know how early. I wish I could tell you how early. Day or two, a week or two, month or two, don't know. But you're early. And you have to be early. You have to be early to score, to get their hit, to get the touchdown. And so I'm telling you to buy Sofi right now at $21.75. I'm telling you to get into GameStop. I'm telling you to get into Gores, VGAC, Fifth Wall, all these guys. I'm telling you, get in now. Yeah, it's boring. It's quiet. It's not Action Jackson. I know. It's on purpose. I don't want you to be the last buyer. I don't want you to be the one who's paying 50% more than you're supposed to pay. I'm trying to get you in ground floor where Wall Street always gets in ground floor. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, on GameStop, it's not ground floor. In GameStop, we're down the road a ways. But a lot of you have been with me along the way here. A lot of you have averages well below $259 a share. And we're now looking at the next 6 months going forward, which I think is going to be juicy for GameStop. But these SPACs, we are ground floor people here. We are pre-IPO pricing if this was a traditional way that these guys are going public. Because traditionally what Wall Street would do is they would raise $950 million for Sofi. For 23andMe, excuse me, VGAC. There would not be a VGAC if this was an IPO. They would take 23andMe, raise them a bunch of bucks at $10 a share, which you would never get a piece of, but you can get a piece of now, but you would never get a piece of. They would raise a bunch of money at 10. Then they would do a secondary offering at about 30, 35, a couple months from now. And then they would start an IPO show within about 6 months after that. In effect, if 23andMe were going public next week on an IPO, they would have done this $10 financing a year ago, and you wouldn't have had a shot at it. They would have then done a $25, $35 secondary 6 months ago. You wouldn't have got a call for that. They would now be soliciting interest for the IPO, the actual initial public offering. They would be doing this 23andMe initial public offering. They'd be trying to do it around the $40 to $60 mark, and they would do the roadshow and hype the shit out of it, just the crap out of it, absolutely hype it. And they would try to get the IPO going to the point where they would say, oh, we thought we were going to do it at 52. We have to do it at 58. Oh, we got to do it at 63. We got to raise the price of the IPO. How many times have you heard this? You know what I'm talking about. This has happened year after year after year. And all of this is legitimate Wall Street promotion, Wall Street function, completely acceptable to all congressmen out there. There will be no congressional hearings about how insiders of Wall Street got in at 10 and they're pumping the IPO at 50 to 60 bucks. And then once the IPO is done, which again, you will not get called on the IPO. You're not getting in on it. No one's calling you. Then it goes public at 120 bucks a share. That's when you can start to buy what would have been a 23andMe deal. That's how that goes. And 23andMe may have raised 100 million or 200 million at 10 bucks, 200 or 300 million at 30, 40 bucks. And now they're trying to raise $1 billion or $2 billion here at this $50, $60 range. And the street can pay 110 to 150 on the hype job that's been done everywhere. That's what normally would have happened. But what you guys are doing through me and these SPACs, we're breaking all the rules. We're breaking every rule in the Wall Street Bankers Handbook. You guys are buying this stuff at $10 a share. You're getting contracts at $12.50. What the hell is that all about? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be buying $115 contracts, not $12.50 contracts. Who do you think you are, Nick? You're a smart investor. That's who you are, my friend. You are ahead of the curve, and that's why we're doing what we're doing here. We are jumping on top of deals before the street figures out what the heck is going on, and we are scooping this up. I got 39,000 shares. Way to go, Oda. Gonna make money. I'll tell you right now, we are going higher. And when these go higher, you guys are going to make a ton of money because you guys are the ground investors. You're the seed investors that you would never have been because you don't have 20 million bucks to write a check on. You've got a couple $1,000s. You got 500 bucks. You got $3,000. You got 10 grand. You're not going to get a call from serious Wall Street guys. They don't want to talk to you. You have enough money. Do you suggest selling the stock to buy the calls on these SPACs? No, I don't. I suggest buying calls with additional cash lying around and sit on those stocks because eventually you're going to be writing contracts against your stock that you bought down here. So yeah, Edward, just hang around. Enjoy the ride on both sides. It's going to be just fine. Yeah, I'm excited. Turbo King Disc Golf. I can't wait for the classes on options. Since I have to wait, I'll ask this now. When buying VGAC 122 call, January, am I selecting buy to open or close? Buy to open. Sell to close is when you sell it. So you're buying to open and you're picking up the contracts. When you sell them, it's selling to close your position. That's all it is. Yeah. And if you were writing, if you were a writer of these contracts, you'd be selling to open and buying to close. It's just the opposite around. Right now, you're buying to open. Buy to open as an option buyer. That's what's going on right now. Having fun. June 10, vote on a merger between 23andMe and VG Acquisition, a direct-to-consumer company. 23andMe provides ancestry reports and family tree building. Participate in genetic research. Yeah, that's right. And it's hot. This is a hot area. With COVID, is this hot? Cancer research, this is hot. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Anyway, what can I say? SoFi is consolidating right now. Someone's saying it's consolidating its position right now. 21.32 down $1.36. It's on sale, plain and simple. SoFi on sale. Don't forget this. SoFi is heavily shorted. It's being heavily shorted by a number of hedge funds who are against anything to do with the group that is taking these companies public, the SoFi type companies, the IPOE guys. But I think they're going to get burned badly. I don't think they get it. I believe going forward now, shortly, you're going to see a lot of Reddit talk on SoFi. A lot. You're going to notice the Redditors, Wall Street Bets people. You're going to find that a bunch of these guys are doing all this due diligence on SoFi, and you're going to start hearing about these guys where they're going to go, these shorters are out to lunch. This thing is $27 to $30 book value. They're shorting it at 21, 22. They were shorting it at 15, 16. These guys are going to get their butts handed to them because what I don't think these shorters understand is there's a lack of paper for the amount of demand that's coming into the stock. I really do believe there will be a huge demand for this paper. The bank charter that these guys are acquiring by buying that California-based bank is changing this company completely as well. $2.5 billion coming into the hands that they just got their hands on. They haven't even invested it yet. They're about to throw that around. SoFi is going to really go, and these shorters are going to get their butts handed to them. But that's just me, being a speculator, of course, and an old man from Crescent. What does he know? All I can say is I just follow what I can follow, see what I see, tell you what I'm thinking. And try to put it to you in plain English that you buy low and you sell high. And sometimes it's the stock, and sometimes it's the call option. And sometimes you own the stock and you write call options against your stock, bring in more cash, build your portfolio up, buy the same stock again and again and again, or diversify your holdings. This is called building your wealth and using your wealth to build more wealth. It's being done by all the big boys And a lot of these big boys are trying to talk you out of doing what you should be doing. They try to tell you just to buy mutual funds. Put your money into these 2% return things. Let us manage the money for you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you guys make 20% off the top, pay no income tax on all that gain, and the little guy picks off these little mutual funds and gets nailed. Yeah, all kinds of income tax on the lower end. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, that's the game I'm going to play for you guys. Yeah, really. And then when we're on holidays and we're on a cruise ship going out of the port in Miami, we see these multi-million-dollar homes on these little private islands and say to ourselves, oh, wouldn't it be nice to live in one of those? Well, guess who's living on those? The guys that are taking your money and turning it into a ton of bucks. These are the guys. You see them. They're in those yachts. You can't go on the yacht. They don't want you there. They just want to manage your money. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to know you. They just want to work with your money. Please give us money on a GIC for 0.5% for 5 years. That would be great. Yeah, you bet it would be. Because these guys can take that money and buy IBM and get a 4.5% dividend on your stock, on your money. Pay you 0.5 point and keep the 4 for themselves. Duh. Yeah, why not? I'd do that all day long if I could attract money at that kind of rate. These guys are getting rich off of your cash. It's time for you to take control of your money and make it make you money. Don't buy this hype about, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. No, you make money. That's what you're here for. That's what you're supposed to be about, is to make money. And you cannot get wound up about hurting somebody's feelings. Feelings? Money doesn't care about feelings. Neither do stocks. Stocks go up, stocks go down, and they don't care how you feel about it. You got to make money when the sun is shining, and that's when you make the hay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Michael, hey, Uncle B, were the $25 Sofi calls I got yesterday for August a good idea at 235? You're fine for August. So much can happen with this stock. I mean, here it is down to $1.50 right now. I wouldn't worry about it one iota. Those calls go even lower. Pick up some more if you can. But this SoFi stock, when it starts going up $4 or $5 a day, you're going to go, oh man, I remember when I saw this go down $1.50 once. You're on such the ground floor here. You're on a launch pad. Hang tough. This is going to be fun. We're going to make a ton of money here. Oh, man, are we going to have fun here? I love this, man. Thank you, Drew. Let's get rich. That's right. You cash checks when you make profits. That's right. Only when you make profits. What do you think about $40 calls for January 2022? No, I don't like $40 calls for 2022. Don't like them. No. Visceral, 5 NAV site, 10 NAV site, $10 calls bought for January 22 for $1.30. Staff site going to be cranking by then. Oh my gosh, $1.30. Oh jeez, that's a good deal. That's a really good buy. That long a time frame at $10. Oh man, you're going to make a ton of money on those. You're going to make a lot of money. You just got to sit around and let it happen though. Don't get impatient. Just sit back and just relax. Oh, Ed, Uncle B, trying to get a call for Sofi. And I see the chain, but clicking the call, it won't show up on the purchase box. Ed, I don't know who you're using. I don't know what the deal is. I don't understand how this happens. I'm not able to help you there. You're gonna have to do some, maybe make a call. Is there an 800 number you can call? I don't know. Scott bought 100 shares of VACQ. Can't wait to write my first covered calls in a couple of weeks. Well, we'll see, Scott, if that happens. But yes, get those shares. Here come the attacks. Gregory, I have various accounts. They all quote different stock prices, $5 of difference roughly on GameStop. Do you know why this might be? Could be the servers are slow. Could be you need to refresh your screen every few moments to get the latest quote. It could be just glitches. I don't know. I'm just immature, says D. Gray. Joanne, new member. Hi, Joanne. Welcome to the channel. Another female member. That's beautiful. I love when the gals join us. So what are your thoughts with margin trading? I've always been worried, but I think it's an opportunity if you have the liquidity to cover the risk. I don't like margin trading. I try to avoid it at all costs. Go with cash and sleep at night. JC, Bruce, Discord will have the upload soon. Bagel Wars. Uncle Bruce Strikes Back, the return of the Yoko. Get a good laugh. Thanks for helping us. Right on, JC. That's awesome. Fantastic. Oh, we're going to have fun here. What else is going on? Twisting it around can't possibly help. Your problem not approved for options. Probably not approved for options. That might be it. I was thinking maybe there was a restriction on the option in Canada. Visceral, sorry, November 11th. All my other call contracts are January 2022. Force them happen. It's all right. We're all good. Michael is definitely approved for options. The Ostis, what do you think of Heinz Michael Burry seems to have faith in it. I don't think anything about heights. I don't follow it, so I can't, I can't give you an opinion because you can't write contracts without a margin account. That's true. You need to have a margin account to be able to do it, but it doesn't mean you have to borrow on margin, right? Yay, JC. Problems not approved. All right. And Nash options only go to November 21 for now, but there'll be more. Just stand by. Dana, excited about this Sofi buy opportunity. I had one previous SPAC completion on March 31 after going up sharply, then down for weeks, helped me to modulate Sofi expectations. I'm not worried at all. 21.32 down $1.36, so it's 15 cents better than before. GameStop at 253 down $5. GameStop this morning reached a low of 250.89, now 253. Volume 883,000, markedly quieter than yesterday, much quieter. AMC at 50.64 down 70 cents, low of 48.20. So the stock's been lower, 75 million shares, much quieter than yesterday. There's much less volume. Can you tell it's a Friday? I guess that boy Louis, I could only get FAII calls for November. There you go. Bill S is a new member. Welcome, Bill, to the gang. Nice to have you here, buddy. Just got VGAC and Gores for January. No problemo. Nitin Pin, welcome, Bill. JW, I don't see Jan 22 for NSH. Solus, VJC is just loving the $9.90, $10 range. Pokes with stick, do something. It's just going to sit there until the meeting, I think. Uncle Bruce cash accounts can sell covered calls. Interesting. Depending on the broker, I guess. Welcome, Papa. Sit and Bull, Uncle B, June 29. Vote merger between EVgo and climate change, real impact. EVgo's 800 location fast charge, 34 states, largest public direct current fast charging network in the U.S. More power to them. I don't know them. Welcome, Bill and Papa. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here, and my thumbs up is accounted for. How many we got? How are we doing? 976 thumbs ups. I mean, technically, we didn't hit the thumbs ups in time, did we? We didn't get 1,000 thumbs ups before the market. I mean, technically, I should be playing an hour of Yoko right now. I mean, technically. Holy macaroni, what do I do? Oh my gosh. Thanks everybody for all your calls and all your comments and your thumbs ups and your donations to this channel. Roger Gordon and Scott Coleman and Scott Coleman again. Charles, thank you for these donations to PayPal. Very much appreciated, guys. I'm just noticing these coming through here on my email. I'm just way behind. Thank you, guys. Jen is up and about. I can hear her in the kitchen. She's making herself some tea. Fantastic. Thank you for those thumbs ups, everybody, and helping us out there. Just bought 18 more Sofi. Do you think it's too early for FAII, or is it now or never? You better get in there because this is, we're talking June 15. Today is the 4th. You got 11 days with weekends in the middle here. How many trading days are left? 6. We're running out of trading days. You guys forget the weekends. You can't trade options. You can only trade during market hours, and you're running out of market hours. And I don't know when they lift these holds. I don't know when VGAC is left to go. Like, they might let it go to 1025 and lock it in there. They might let it go to 1050. Those contracts will go up on you. So don't let that happen. You're sitting here. You know the story. You know what we're talking about. You have no excuse going, I didn't know that was going to happen. I mean, it's now. This is it. Sooner rather than later, get this done and get this job off the table. VGAC movement always looks like it's a barcode, how it stays within 2 cents bouncing around. Yeah, I know. That's kind of a good thing, I think, though, actually, in a funny way. Bill, come on. Came on for Uncle Bruce, joined for Hell in Paradise. Well, there it is. I mean, you come to see me and you end up with this. I mean, you get to listen to this tune right here on my record player. I mean, how good is this? I mean, we're talking good times. It's made some great money so far with your insights. I feel like I owe you all my best market insight. Uranium headed to all-time highs. How about that? Woohoo! Welcome, Bill, to the show. Let's keep going here. Who else is talking to us today? My gosh, the comments are coming. We're having fun here. Yoko's growing on me, literally. Help me. Observe thyself. New pick. I was waiting for your comments to pop up on the screen for sure. Loving it. I think I just threw up a little. I can't handle the Yoko. What's Bruce going to do for 1,000 today? Oh my God. Got 70 stocks, GHVI. Debating whether I should buy more and top it to 100 or get a few VGAC. Those are your decisions. Drew, my dad's financial advice growing up, win by not losing, AKA invest in mutual funds. I've been craving your advice and value for insights. I've also turned my portfolio around thanks to you. Right on, Drew. I'm glad to hear that. It's fantastic. Making money here. Take control of your money and make it make more than these guys who are going to give you 2%. My God. Bruce, you can't play an hour of Yoko. It's covered by the Geneva Convention. You can't do that. It's against the rules, man. Jen's loving this. Thank you all. Thank you to who we got here? Orange Diva. Thank you for coming in. And I'm glad you're here. The TDA lets you buy calls and puts on cash account, and that's it. Got to get level 3 clearance for selling options, and they make you agree to margins to grant it. There you go. Depending on the firm, different rules. Sigmund, you mentioned RCL puts. Royal Caribbean at the top of the show. Where do you think the actual stock price will settle once the hype of the world reopening is over? That's just it. Royal Caribbean, I don't think they should be over 60 a share, even when they get all their ships running. They won't make enough money to justify a $60, $65 stock price. So thinking less than that. So think about your put contract, which one you're getting. You can get a 90 maybe. That'll be worth maybe $30, $35 if the shares go down to that 55, 60 range. The key is to go long enough. It won't happen this week. It won't happen next month. You got to be out there, but it could start happening. There could be a slow, gradual deterioration rather than a sudden. But there can be the day where, we go from this 90-something to 87, and then the next day it's 76, and 2 days later it's 64, and then it goes down dollar by dollar after that, and you've long made your money. So don't miss out if you want to do that, okay? Beautiful. Thank you for this donation also, okay? Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Busy as usual, staying on top of this game here. Trey was on CNBC Live this morning.
Oh, was he?
He was on live with Andrew Ross Sorkin. I sent him a private message earlier to congratulate him, wish him the best. And he did a great job doing his thing with AMC. AMC is 50.96. It was 47 when he was talking. It's been around break even all day.
How was the interview?
Good.
Good.
Andrew Ross.
He didn't try to.
You know what? Andrew Ross Sorkin tried to get him to admit that the stock is trading at a higher level, and he admitted it himself. Then it should be. The fundamentals are one thing, and the stock's another, and he admitted that. That's what Trey always does.
Right.
Trey tells you straight out, look, the stock's traded at $51. It's not worth $51 if you sold all of the assets.
Right.
You wouldn't get $51 a share if you sold all the seats, sold the popcorn machines. You're not going to get $51 a share.
Yeah.
But it's a cash flow machine, and they're raising money right now, which is the right thing. And so they're, bringing down their debt. They're going to now issue another 25 million shares. They're asking shareholders to be allowed to issue 25 million more. If they can get $50 a share, that's another $1.25 billion. They could bring the debt down to maybe $4 billion from 5.5 to 4 because of what they've raised already.
From a fundamental point of view, that's a really good idea.
Fundamentals, you see? So he has admitted. So it was an interesting interview. I was really happy to see a YouTuber actually be on this. This is nice.
Well, and yesterday they were talking about the leverage and the options, and a couple of them were saying, "Oh yeah, absolutely, I'm playing this. Absolutely, I am." Where the others are like, "Oh no, I wouldn't touch this with a 10." No.
Yeah, and Andrew was saying the same thing. Like for $500, you can leverage yourself into this AMC, and you can only lose the $500.
And a $30 swing.
And he's saying, I'm 23 years old. I'm going to be 24 next month. And if I lose $500 on investment, I have the rest of my life to make that back. I'm not risking my house, my kids, my future. I'm taking a shot. And I'm a momentum trader. And I'm in the momentum. Why not? And so I hear him. I don't recommend AMC to my viewers, but, to each his own, right?
He's a young man. He's got the lowest risk levels there are.
And that's his audience. Trey's has the 16 to 30-year-olds. That's his core audience, most of it. He has others who watch him, of course, but his core audience is right around his age group. And more part to him. My core audience is a little older, but still younger than me because of the coming for the experience.
Everybody's older.
Everyone's older than me. She's older than I am. Just so you know.
Was that a microaggression?
Was that a microaggression? Is that what it was? I'm the kid. I'm the trophy husband. I'm the kid. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Too much fun.
You know got the moves.
You know what we have?
What do we have?
We have ketchup in the house.
I know. I'm very excited.
I walked into the grocery store.
Bought two.
I walked into the grocery store with the list, and the top of the list was ketchup. And what's the first item? The first rack of shelves, they have a special on all the mayo, the mustard, yes, the pickles, the hamburger buns, the hot dog buns, the ketchup, the relish. $2 off a bottle of Heinz, bought two, and well, we got ketchup. So with that in mind, I'm thinking this might be
your first egg of the week.
Egg of the week. We'll do the bagel with the egg. With the egg, and that'll be awesome sauce.
With a slice of cheese.
Yeah, maybe a slice of cheese on there. That'd be awesome. Some ketchup to dip it in, and we are in business. Oh yeah. What a week. I got the green t-shirt on. We got the bagel with the egg on it and the ketchup, Heinz 57. I mean, how can the stocks not go up now? It's all, I put it all together. I've done everything I can. $251 on GameStop right now, down $7. AMC down $1.66. Gore's down 3 cents. Oh, what a disaster. And SoFi, $20.92 down $1.76. The steal of the week, folks. It's a weekend giveaway sale from SoFi. I don't know why, but it is. It's $21 right now, down $1.68. SoFi is on a mega sale. If you haven't got your SoFi now, you can move in. Hi, Uncle Bruce. When do you think the NSH merger will happen? July 16, 21, 12.50 calls are a nickel. I bought 40 at a nickel. That's $5 a contract, dropping 200 big-time dollars to control 4,000 shares with a 12.50 upside. You could well have your deal done by then. I'm not saying it will be done, but if the hint is that it's coming, maybe the stock will inch up a little bit here. All you need, as far as I'm concerned, is if your stock were to go to like just $11, and you're still out of the money, those calls will go to 50 cents. You'll take 200, turn it into $2,000. So yeah, that's called leverage, baby. That is called leverage. Any of you gamblers out there, there you go. That's what you're going to do. Picking up really cheap contracts, amazingly cheap. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and throwing your support behind this channel. I can't keep up with you all. Michael, hey, Uncle B, were the $25 SoFi calls I got yesterday a good deal? Yes, you're going to be fine. You're going to make money. Joanne Dixon, thank you. Again, I just want to double check. Thank you for all of these contents and joining us, Bill, Papa Whoop Wop. Thank you for joining in too. Who else has joined in here? Oh, yeah, Orange Diva. There we are. Gotcha, Orange Diva. And you mentioned Royal Caribbean. We did that story. Thank you, all of you, as we're trying to catch up here with everybody. Thank you. Yeah, VACQ is a rocket. Well, let's just see how it goes. It's up 17 cents to 10.26 on VACQ. Fifth wall up 9 cents to 10.50. Virgin Group at 9.99. Gore's at 13.97, now up 3 cents. SoFi at 20.94, down $1.74. GameStop back to 2.52, down 5.50, and AMC at 50.19, down $1.15 right now. There you have it. That's kind of what's going on. The Dow's up 118. From what I can tell you, let me just make sure that's up to date. Yeah, 118. S&P is up 27. NASDAQ is up 166. That's where we're at. 253 on GameStop, down only 460 now. A little recovery coming on GameStop here right now. All right. Yes. You know what, Bruce, this is like listening to a pro radio show with your little segments. I just wish we could call in with our chats. There you are. And Orange, Uncle Bruce, excited to be a new member of the Bagel family. Looking forward to those classes. Thanks for everything. Coming up, JW, Uncle Bruce, how do we know when to sell the contract? Is there a recommendation percentage? No, there's no percentage recommendation on your contracts because each one's different. Each one is at a different level, different timing, different stock. No hard, fast rule like that. We have to let the market, the stock will tell us, and we'll see how those do. 250 on GameStop now, 249.50. Got it, getting hit again with a sell wave. coming in right now. There's definitely an attack coming in on GameStop. 1.1 million shares traded, and that's what's going on. So we've got something going on from an attack somewhere. 249. AMC right now 49.36 down $1.98. And that's what we have. So we'll just see what these attacks are like and let it go through. We know next week is the week of GameStop. We have got so much news coming our way and updates, I'm certain. So our friend, Mr. Cohen, takes over Wednesday afternoon. He's the chairman of the board on Wednesday. So, big changes coming, I think, and better days. So just tough it out today. Tough it out this weekend for our stocks. Wait it out. Down $2 on Sofi. I'm surprised at the $2 drop, but I'm excited for some of you. If you haven't got 2250s, now is your chance. Some of these 25s might really be coming in for you on a good buy. So take a look and reposition, grab some stuff. If you can average down, do it. Absolutely. That's what we're going to do. Randy wants to know, Uncle Bruce, why are the mergers of these stocks being investigated? Randy, what you don't know, you're not quite accurate on that question of yours. Every single SPAC ever created is under investigation by law firms. Now, if you believe that, I've got some cheap land in Florida that's a little underwater, but it's a good deal. What's happening here there are law firms that go out there and make press releases. They pay like a couple $100 through United Press International or UI or these press agencies to bring out these headlines that you're talking to me about right here. They bring out these, Sofi under investigation by blah, blah, blah law firm. And what really is going on is that's how they advertise. The law firm is buying advertising for themselves by using the name of a public company that is in the mix right now that we're talking about. They use that as clickbait to get their name known and recognized. And if you read their press announcement, you go through it, you begin to realize this is a bunch of crap. There's nothing going on. There's no government entity investigating him. The SEC isn't investigating him. This is just a law firm trying to get recognition and exposure. It's all it is. You read further, go down further, you'll see there's an 800 number you can call. You could talk to these guys. They say, oh, if you're a shareholder, you can call us. Yeah, sure. Give them a call. Listen to what they tell you. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep an eye on this stock to make sure everything's done above board. There's nothing going on. They're not representing any clients. What they're trying to get is your name and your phone number. The minute you phone them, they got your number because they see the number that you're calling on. They're now going to add you to their mailing list. They're going to want your home address. They're going to want your email address. They're going to try to protect you. They're going to say, oh, we're protecting you and your investment. All they want to do now is harass the bejesus out of you to get your business for any legal services you need. That's it. They have no interest in helping you in any way, shape, or form. They're using this as a way to promote themselves. It's a complete scam, and that is what it's all about. And you'll see it on every public company's due diligence reports, or if you're looking like at a quote and you're looking for press releases from the company, you'll find these releases all over the place. Just go back month after month after month, year after year on every company you can find. You'll see these brokerage firms doing this all the time. These law firms trying to build their mailing lists. NSH call, August 20, 12.50, 33 cents. Just got 10. There you go, 33. That's $33 a contract. Thank you very much. Yeah, scoop them up. Scoop them up. Get some leverage. Super, super cheap. If you can afford it, if you can afford these, go ahead and buy them. And just put them away. And just, who knows? You never know what can happen. Thanks for the tip on NSH. Didn't get the 5s, but I got the 20s for 716. Picked up 5 more. Let's go. Against me. Uncle Bruce, any thoughts on MVIS, Microvision? Nope. I don't know anything about them. Not following them. Just another Patriot. It's made from corn. That has been genetically modified. I don't know what that's all about. Just another Patriot. No idea. Nick, breathing a little easier today. My June 4th 300 covered calls were $1,500 each to buy back earlier this week, and now they cost $50 each to buy back. Too bad the stock's down, but not for long. Well, that's the point. That the stock goes down, you score the money on this thing, and You can buy back if you want and get ready to rewrite after you see what happens on this next week's activity. This good stuff. Well, that's not a downer. Let's go. Moving on. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Good morning, everybody. Nice to have you here, and appreciate it. Let's go. Yeah, Bob Law Firm. Let's go. I'm sorry, but how's that legal? Oh, you tell me. Let's go. I've been subscribed since January, when you had about 5,000 subscribers. Watching daily ever since. This is my first time joining a YouTube membership. I've never joined a YouTube member before. Love GameStop, SPACs, and making money with Uncle Bruce. There you go. Well, thank you guys. And thank you for joining this channel. Thank you. Those of you who are interested in classes, again, I'll reiterate, if you're thinking of joining us for classes when I announce them, which will be coming not too far from now, the announcement will be made to members first. A private message will go out from me to all the members of this channel. And you guys will be given first warning when the classes are going to be launched, and we'll probably announce the first month of classes in a bulk announcement if we can pull this off. I'm still learning all this. Believe me, there's a lot of work being done here right now. There's a lot of learning being done. But you'll be given the heads up that so many positions, so many spots are open and available for these classes, and you'll be able to make your reservation upon that. Here's some Heinz 57.
It's a UFO.
It's a UFO. Gone. Here it is. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, look at
Thank
that.
you.
Is
And there's
that
the
perfect?
Oh, look at the bagel there. Oh,
Okay, got it. Went a little too far over on that side and none on that side. The pan is slightly bigger than the bagel.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's very hot.
It's very hot. It's very fresh. It's very ready. Oh, I love this.
Or I have princess fingertips this morning.
Or you've got
that could be too.
Maybe that's what it is.
That could happen.
That could be it.
It could happen.
I don't know about that. Thank you all for being here today. My comments are just freaking out here on my computer. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, thank you guys. And hanging out and joining yours truly and tolerating my channel here as I try to. My channel just, my software's freaking out right now. Anyway, thank you guys. Here we are with the bagel. Woohoo! We've got Sofi at 2057 down 211. That is a bargain. GameStop 250, 168 down 6.5. AMC at 49.60 down $1.74. Gore's at 1383 down 11. The Dow is up 111. S&P is up 24. Nasdaq up 152. And we're getting ready to have a little bit of Heinz 57, some bagel and egg, and oh yeah, little cheese on there. So good. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all your support. Jen and I, we love you guys. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yo, baby. Thoughts on buying January 22 NVIDIA? I wouldn't know. NVIDIA was, back when they made the announcement, NVIDIA was around 585 to 600. It's almost at 700 now. I wouldn't bother now. But that's just me. You want to buy them out there, speculate. You buy one contract, you'll end up with 4 contracts because the stock's going to split 4-1. The price will drop by by 3/4, of course, because of the split. That's how it's going to go. But who knows? But it's not my gig. All right. Aaron, 1,700 people are watching. 1,100 thumbs up. So that's not bad. Let's get it higher than a viewer count, up to 1.8 thousand thumbs. YouTube loves that. It does. It kind of notices that. So good. Where do we stand on croissants? My lady just offered me a croissant. I pulled an audible and just stared her out of the room. Did I make the right call? Oh, man, you're in trouble. Yeah. Way to go, Gregory. Woo! There you go. They put a 750 on that thing, but might not be too much. Okay. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Can you talk about why you would not want to, but an in the money call? Why you would not want to be in what's that example? BJC 750 for 5 or versus 15 for 155. What am I missing? Yeah, well, getting the 15 at 155, you're paying 155 bucks for one contract or 500 for this contract, and you've got 3-to-1 leverage with the same amount of money. That's number one. Number two, though, the VGAC is at 750, so it's in the money 250 right now, and you have 250 premium. You're paying more premium for the VGAC than you are for the $15 call over here. Having said that, though, you're 5 out of the money. It's all relative. I mean, there's a reason these are different prices. There's a big reason. But I like the 15 at 155. I just do. If you got a $1,500 lying around, you can get 10 calls. And with the shares, if they have an upside to say 25 bucks between now and that time, you got yourself a nice little pop here, a real nice pop. You could be sitting on $12 contracts for $1.55, 8 times your money. I like the leverage. See, if you want to buy 10 of those 750s, you got to come up with 5 G's. On the other hand, you're only putting up 1,500. I like the risk of 1,500. Less money, leaves 3,500 to put somewhere else, or over several other items, right? Okay. You guys realize we've been chatting together every day for 5 months now. You know, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. You're still laughing. Just ordered 10 VGAC January 22nd, 1250 calls, ready for hotspot SPAC summer. Here we go. Woo! GameStop 253.69, only down 440 now, and AMC down only 53 cents, 50.81. Both coming back. Sofi still down 217 to 20.50. What a deal! What a bargain that is. Okay. Do you think that call options on Sofi for next Friday at 23 are a bargain right now? I know you advise buying January calls, but I'm looking to play small to learn. You're going to learn how to lose money. You are going to learn how to lose money playing this game, James. I would not recommend it at all. Not even think about it. Nope. I mean, what can I say? Thank you, guys. And I don't mind these questions. I'm not mad or anything. It's good that you ask me this stuff. It's showing everyone, what investors are thinking about. This is the exact kind of thinking that option traders live for. The option writers, they live for this. This fresh cash, this long shot money coming in. They're scooping it up and going, thank you. My Bellagio theater, Bellagio fountains need, to be maintained. You're paying for this. Thank you very much. And some people think, but I'm only risking a couple $100. Yeah, that's right. And you keep risking and you never win and you never win and you never win. No, I would not be doing that. Okay. The second half of this bagel is going down here. 254 in the GameStop. I think it's coming back up. Let's go GameStop. AMC is positive. It's up 74. Gore's 14. It's up 6. Okay. Davey. So if I see two different strike prices that have the same asking price, I should just buy the one that's closer to being in the money, right? And just make sure that these prices are accurate. Sometimes quotes are inaccurate. There's computer glitches. Refresh your computer. Really stay on top of this. Should I sell Sofi now? No. You do nothing or you buy more. You hold or you buy more. You don't do anything. You just hold or buy more. Sofi calls are killing me. Don't do anything. Just sit tight or get more. Just sit there. These reverses can be sudden and dramatic as well. There could be just a short selling attack going on right now that might be over in 5 minutes, and it'll pop $1.50 the other direction at any time. Just stand by. Just like GameStop and anything else, these stocks are all out there to be attacked. You never know. Anyway, there he is. There it is. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bruce is like family, but without the baggage, and he's more profitable. SSR. Okay. Yeah, does anyone recommend a broker in the UK for options? Does anyone know? What did we do wrong? Two outside calls, 25 cents, $50. Good move. Mr. Garfey. Danish kroner, thank you. Bagel looks good. Thanks for the GameStop and IPOE tips. My wife agreed on us getting a new car if the stocks can pay for it. She has no idea what's coming. I wonder if an Audi Q4 will fit the garage. Nice. Nice. No idea, Noah. Don't know the stock at all. Don't know anything about them. I have 1,000 pounds right now. Open a long on Sofi. It looks like a good play. I would get in there. I would like it. I bought all the Sofi I can get. Sofi short over 30%. You know what's going on. It can go the other direction like you will not believe. Buy the dip on Sofi. Shows Sofi short float 39.9%. Pick up the Sofi. Shorts are going to get burned, and I don't mean beach in Hawaii. That's right. This Sofi isn't going to last here very long. It's going to run. Sofi has there's massive short percentage. Big interest to keep the price low today. We just SSR though. Yep. It's going to go higher. You're done. The bagel, $256.46 on GameStop, down $1.73. We're getting better on GameStop now, and AMC at $52.92, up $1.58. Now we just got to watch for Sofi, see if there's a turnaround coming on Sofi, and it'll be sooner or later. Company should be $30 to $40 a share in no time. Get ready, kids. Get your positions ready on Sofi. Absolutely. If you've missed it, it was $24.95 just 3 days ago. Now at $20.05, this is a giveaway, a huge giveaway. And I'm convinced that there's some shorters who are trying to make it look awful to scare people off. That's what they're trying to do. That's my hunch. They're just trying to scare people out. 5.5 million traded. Look at the chart. This is not normal selling. Normal selling. This is targeted shorting going on SoFi. Welcome to the next one. This is why the Reddit crowd is going to get on this. The Reddit crowd will be following this stock because of this kind of stuff. That's what they're inviting. These shorters don't get it. They're now about to attract 20, 30 million followers who are always looking for stocks that are being picked on, and they're going to zoom in on. They're going to find the SoFi, and they're going to zoom in on our SoFi, and they're going to go. Institutions are shorting this stuff. There's some hedge funds really playing games with this thing. Watch this, and this retail army is going to come in here and just scoop this stuff up, you guys. 2013 down 255. This will not last down here. And over the weekend and into next week, watch out on SoFi. I think you're going to do very well if you can scoop some here, if you can get it. Uncle Bruce, has there been a date announced for NSH's merger? I don't think so yet. I don't know of one yet. Waiting. It's $9.93 on the stock. So the stock is telling me nothing has been set yet, but this is your time to move in. Absolutely your time to move in. Vector Acquisition, 1026, up 18 cents. VGAC trading at $10. Gores at $13.95, up a penny. AMC up $1.30 to $52.64. GameStop up 43 to $2.58 a share now, up 43 cents. And SoFi 2012 under pressure from short sellers. I'm certain that's what it is. I'm certain it's being attacked by short sellers. I'm telling you right now, this is a deal. Grab 5 of those August NSH $25 calls too. I'll risk losing $125. There you go. There you go. SoFi, can you pick up $25 calls for August? Can you pick up $25 calls for October? Can anyone pick up 2250s for August? Nice and close. If you can scoop those with a $20 price tag here, it's down 261. This thing could be in the money tomorrow. I mean, nothing. It would take nothing. Someone should post good due diligence on SoFi to Wall Street Bets. Mention the shorts, but focus on the fundamentals of the company. I would, but I don't have an account with any karma. Justin, don't worry. People will do this. It'll happen. Learn how to lose money. I'm already good at that. Let's go. Continuing on. How heavily is SoFi shorted? Last I heard, it was it 30%. People are saying. Anyway, there you have it. Buy some SoFi puts to hedge your profit margin. Yeah, you could do that. Perhaps it's not necessary. Bought more SoFi. Just get more, and increase your upside. So selling SoFi 20 puts is a good investment if you want to purchase SoFi. That's true. If SoFi blips below 20, get ready for a big red slide. I don't know. Don't know if it will be, but this is a deal. The more it dips, the more shorts are doubling down, and that's where you catch them. That's where you catch them. You catch them. Let's see here. We're at 2011 down 257. Let's go. SoFi with Bruce. Wall Street Bets doesn't like SoFi much. Not sure why. I feel like they're shilling because of how they feel about your GameStop and AMC. I don't know about that, Dave. I don't know. Really, I don't know. People like making money. And when you smell and sniff out an opportunity, you jump on it. Sometimes you're best friends with one guy, and sometimes you're the next day you're an enemy. It all varies. This market changes its stripes all the time. And right now at 2027, this to me is an oversold golden opportunity to jump on this SoFi stock. If you can pick up $20 calls that expire even a month from now, month and a half from now, I think you could do well on the SoFi in a couple of days. They go back to 25. Your 20s are 5 in the money instantly. You got a nice flip here. But I really like most of you who are new at this to be picking up long-term SoFis. You can get 2250s or 25s right now for next January. I like it. You've got all the time in the world. You got a good price. This thing hits $40 a share. You're laughing. And it can be $40 a share in 2 months. You don't care. You got 8 months for this to happen. Get your positioning in there and enjoy the upside. Picked up 25 more SoFi. That's all I had cash for. SoFi on SSR is this GameStop. Like I said, it's right now at 2030. It's a little better. It came down to my limit order. I got 25 more on the dip. I just picked up 22.50 for October. There you go. Scoop these things up. Grab them. They're on sale. Anyone selling, making a mistake. But what can I say? Stock markets, when is the NAV site merger complete? Can't find. Don't have one yet. It's not 14 now. I guess that's scores. 1406. Just bought SoFi, 2009. Good job. It's a 2033. SoFi at almost 6 million volume already. Bruce, thanks for what you do. I've never seen my portfolio with so many contracts in it. Why and who are owning the 5 and 750 calls? I don't know why. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Rob, hi, Bruce. Should I write a covered call? GameStop, $10 strike price expiring today, premium of $240. Even if I can exercise, I can use the cash to buy more stocks. Risky. What's the price on the call? What's the call you're offering? Are you writing a? Oh, I got you. You're writing a 240. Is that what you're doing? Are you writing? You want to write a covered call at 240 for $10? It's now 254. I don't think you want to do that. Let's see. When are we going to get new SPAC recommendations? I'm looking at DNAA. Can't wait for the classes to start. I'm so excited. We'll keep you posted. I keep my soft position today was 15.19 a share. Now 17.36. 20.42 on SoFi going up again. It's a little bit better. So what we got right now. Let's see. 69 total SoFi. Let's go. Oh my gosh, my Nash call went up $7 in 10 minutes. I wish I could buy more of this stuff. Dave, I'm active on the Wall Street bets and keeping mentioning SoFi and keep getting me laughing out loud. I got about $4,000 into SoFi at 20. Joanne, I need the options class. I want to buy VGAC calls for January, but I don't know what happens when the contract expires. Do I need to get the stocks just the money? Is it automatic? We get these classes going for you. We got to get these classes. Why can we stop using the word shill so loosely? I know loosely. People are using the word shill. They don't know what it means. They're calling whatever they think a shill is. They're using the word for shill. It's really a really specialized thing. I'm not getting into the definition of it. I agree that people really shouldn't use it, but that's just whatever. I don't care. What can I say? If I picked up more, it's because of you. Right on. Let's go. We're going to explode up on the SoFi apparently. 2055 now. Coming on again. Nobu just bought 500 more shares at 20. Guys, is it okay to buy options, but the price won't go up if no one buys stocks? Well, they will. What could I say? Deep, long-term financial institutional investors will be buying the stock, and they will not sell it for years. They will not offer it until it's in the hundreds. This stock will get slowly but surely evaporated out, and you'll realize after a while it's all gone. It was so cheap, and it's all gone now. Why didn't I do anything? Oh my gosh. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you for being here, everybody, and hanging out with me. Yep, here we go. Caleb, I'm an investor, not a trader normally, but I bought IPOE around 18. I sold at 23. Now I have a limit order to pick it up again on the dip. Very bullish. It's easy money. What a bounce on IPOE. A variety is the spice. Thank you for that info. I'm a pancake shill. Don't even like them, but they pay me well. I'm long on flour. I hate waffles. That's a shill. Oh man, what else is going on here? And here, $20 floor on SoFi made of trampoline. 2053 on SoFi now. I'm only one on FIWAA, no volume when I can see other trade on the ticker. Rob, hey Bruce, you misunderstood. I want to write GameStop covered calls, strike price, bring into. Oh, you let's see. You want to write a $10 covered call. That's what you want to do. And I want to bring in this kind of heavy money. And I don't think that's a good idea. No, I wouldn't do that. And with Shill one, who poses as out of my customer enthusiastic gambler, Duke Boost stand, okay, whatever. My dog is a shill. Got my 1,000 pounds in on Sofi at 2014. You're already up at 2061. How about that? Woohoo, getting richer already. Everything is up green, but some of it's not a 20% update. It's boring. I'm spoiled, rotten. There you go. Oops, I'm spoiled. Anyone with CMC Markets has your IPOE relisted as Sofi. Great. I didn't say a word. Uncle Bruce, I got another 700 to invest. How much of it should I put into the FAII and how much in the Sofi? That's up to you, my friend. You figure it out. 2065 now and Sofi going higher. Fantastic. All right. Why write when you can rock? Oh, yes. Why write when you can rock? Thank you for joining me here, guys. This is great stuff. We are working it. Apparently, Rocket Lab welcomed 2 new board members today. Look like they have impressive resumes. This is another sign that things are about to happen. It's when these private companies are bringing in board of directors people. They announced the hiring of investor relations department people. This is telling you they're about to go public. That's what they're doing here. They're setting up for the future. And to have people to show the world, the markets, that this company is run by some serious people here. This is what happens. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all of you who are subscribing to this channel. Thank you for those who are becoming members of this channel. This is beautiful stuff. We love it. Thank you. Trying to grow our subscriber count. We're at 99,239. We're still trying to kind of hang around, see if we can get up to 100,000 again. Thank you for those of you who are becoming subscribers. 1,200 thumbs ups and counting with 200 thumbs downs. We got a 6-to-1 up to down ratio today. Again, whenever I talk about AMC, whether I talk about it nicely or badly or any other way, I get the thumbs downs because there are people out there who think that I'm against them. I just want people to make money. I don't know why you'd want to vote down making money, but it happens. It is. 202 now. A couple more thumbs downs just came in. And there's 203. The thumbs downs keep coming in because the haters are just waiting to pounce on this channel for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm not. Maybe I'm not promoting something the way they want it promoted. I don't know. But I'm just trying to keep it real, folks, and keep you guys out of trouble. Those of you giving me thumbs ups, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for your support for all of this. We have 1,664 people watching right now. We have 1,200 thumbs ups. Thanks for that. Keep them coming in, guys. Hit it as hard as you can and move it higher, and we'll build a higher up to down ratio. If we can get to 2,000 thumbs ups, we'll be a 10-to-1 ratio on the thumbs up. That would be great. 207 on the down dip. I've attracted 5 more thumbs downs by asking for thumbs up. So you see how good I am. It's just the way it goes. Thanks everybody for being here. And again, thank you for your support of this channel. Any way you're doing it. We're up 133 on the Dow, up 28 on S&P, up 169 on NASDAQ, and GameStop 255.20 down 298 right now. Thank you all of you who've been sending emails to me and donations through PayPal. Thank you for that. And again, we're pleased that you're here, and I'm hoping you're having a good time. I hope some of you are using that Sofi app to trade, and you're telling me it's pretty good. Happy about that. The Sofi now is 2087. It's moving up again. That's very good. Yeah, it fell earlier. It might have been a short attack, but it's coming on now. The volume on Sofi is 6.8 million. So we did get a bit of volume here, but I don't know why it was attacked today. But it was, and this is your chance to perhaps scoop up some cheap stock because it's quickly disappearing. It was sitting at 2010, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now it's 2088. It's going back to 21 here and higher from what I'm thinking. Anyway, there it is. Let's go. Some new shoes might be nice. People making fun of SoFi are the same ones making fun of GameStop. In a year, they'll be kicking themselves. It's true. I think they will too. I appreciate you, Uncle Bruce. Thanks, there. Thanks, buddy. D. Great. Thanks. Thank you. Let's see. Other people making fun of SoFi. Ooh, what you saying there? What you say, Willis? What you saying? That can't be. Thank you. What's going on here? Uncle B, can you elaborate on why selling the call that's in the money is better than exercising? Why selling the call than exercising? Because, example, Sofi call 1750 October. I don't believe I incur fees for exercising. Because the reason I tell you not to do that is because the contracts trade at a premium to the exercise price. And why are you giving it away? Especially if the premium is like $1. If it's $1 a share, you're giving away $1 a share. Now on 10 contracts, that's $1,000 you're coughing up. You're better off to sell the contracts at the premium price and then buy the stock right on the open market. Use the money to buy the stock, and you have $1,000 more to buy stock with. I mean, at $20 a share, that's 50 more shares you can buy. Why are you giving away the opportunity to acquire 50 more shares? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Anyway, I do what I can. Thank you all. EJ is here. Thanks, EJ, for this $5 donation. Appreciate it, buddy. Joyce is here, a new member. Thank you, Joyce, for coming in here. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. I may have missed your explanation, but why? Can you explain your thoughts on Sofi and why you think it'll go up? These guys are making money hand over fist right now. They're growing their membership counts. Their number of customers are exploding exponentially. They're ahead of projections again and again. Every quarter, they're ahead of the projections. Last quarter's numbers came out last week. They beat the numbers again. The company is way ahead of projections. The thinking was it's a $28 book value stock. Now we're thinking it's more like 30 to 32. This stuff's trading at $20.80. It's under attack from short sellers. Do the math, do the upside projections, and do the downside predictions and go, there's more upside than downside here. I think that's why this is going to go higher. There's my think on it. Pretty simple stuff. I think this company is a takeover target not too long from now either. It's the number one online banking stock there is. They are the Amazon of online banking, and they're expanding like crazy. I think you can make a killing on this stock. You can do really well, especially the options. I'll do what I can. I try to tell people. I really do. I do the best I can. It's not easy being me sometimes. Sometimes you're alone in a room, in a living room in Creston, talking to a computer and no one's listening to you. Other times, everyone wants to be your friend. I don't know. It's just the way it is. The Dow is up 144. That's good. I think that's at near the high of the day. S&P up 29.9. NASDAQ up 170. We're having a good Friday on the big boards. Sofi is unfairly being targeted, but you know what? That's an opportunity for some of you to take advantage of it. This is your moment. But anyway, I do what I can. Uncle Bruce, I sent you a super chat. You ignored it. I thought I was your favorite nephew. I thought you liked me, Bruce. What did I ever do to you, man? I don't know. Let me see if I can find this super chat. Gotta look for the super chat. I got a number of them here today. Thank you, everybody. So much for these. Let's see if I can find this super chat. Where is this super chat? Where is it? My friend. Where is the super chat? When did you do this? What, yesterday? What? I started using Sofi this morning, says Bertie Aviz. This came out a while ago. I think this came out a while ago. I started using Sofi this morning. Easy app to use. New York City advertising everywhere about Sofi. Bagel familiar. There you go, Familia. There it is. That's a strong endorsement about how easy it is to use this platform. Fantastic, man. Rock and roll. Yeah, I tell you, this stock's going to go higher, a lot higher. It doesn't need to be advertised on billboards necessarily. However, the stock's just going to go higher, I think. Beautiful stuff. 1,300 thumbs ups, guys. Now we're at 6.5 to 1. On the thumbs ups to thumbs down ratio, 6.5 from 6. So if you can hit me up with another 100 thumbs ups right now, and get me to 1,400 thumbs ups as quick as you can, we'll be at a 7 to 1 ratio, thumbs up to thumbs down. We will be crushing the thumbs down enemies of this channel. We'll crush them with this thumbs up tsunami wave. We'll drown them out. Right now, we're 6.5 to 1 on the thumbs ups. Hit the thumbs up button right now for me. Smash that thumbs up button. Find it, nail it, hit it. And we'll go 1,400 to 200. We'll be 7 to 1. And that's lucky 7 to 1. Guaranteed the stocks go up. So there you go. You want your portfolio to become more valuable? You hit the thumbs up button right now and get me to 1,400. If you don't want your stocks to go up, you just don't do anything. It's okay. Just stay home and sit in the corner, put your thumb in your mouth and just suck on your thumb. Everything will be fine. But if you want to be a winner, you want to be one of the cool kids, you want to be one of those people that your neighbor goes, gosh, I wish I was them. You hit that thumbs up button right now, get me to 1,400 thumbs ups, and we will crush these downers. We will crush them into oblivion. If you could help me out, hit me up with thumbs ups right now, people. 1,599 of you are here, and there are zillions of you that can give a thumbs ups if you want to. Please do it. It's free to hand out. We're sitting on 1,300 right now. I have no idea how close to 1,400 we are. Are we at 1,392 or something? I have no idea how many thumbs ups we have, but I got 215 on the downside. They're trying to crush this channel. They're trying to make it look bad. They're trying to tell their friends that the cool kids don't hang out at Bruce's channel. They hang out somewhere else. I don't know about that. I got people making money on this channel. I got people who have hopes, dreams, aspirations. They've got objectives. They've got places to go, people to see, money to make. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Nail it right now. Nail it. Hit me up there with those thumbs ups. Let's get them up to 1,400, or how about 1,500, or how about 1,600, and just crush these guys. There's the 1,400 right there. Thank you, everybody, so much. The 1,400 just came through. We're quickly approaching the 7-to-1 ratio as these thumbs down people start crying and start whimpering in the corner because their lives are over because Bruce is getting all these thumbs ups and they hate us. Keep them coming, everybody. I love you. Thank you so much for these thumbs ups. Don't stop now. Don't stop GameStop. Don't stop for anything. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. I'm working here. I'm telling you that right now. I am working here. It's not easy. What can I say? Thank you all for your continued support of Stock Markets with Bruce. As we are approaching 11 o'clock Eastern. We've been on the air now 2 hours, 30 minutes, and we've got a 21.10 SoFi market. It has come back about $1 from the low of the day. The low of the day was 20.02. We're now at 21.10. We've come back $1.08. Just hit 21.13. Your contracts are going up in value. Your stock is going up in value. Did some of you scoop any cheap SoFi? Did any of you get any? Let me know. Tell the world you got smart. You were on top of it. Tell us. How did you do on your SoFi this morning, everybody? And let's see if anyone making money. SVAC October 15, $10 calls at 140. SVAC of November 19, $10 calls at 5. Is that a sign of when the merger happens with the big cost difference between 1 month? I can't imagine it will take that long. I just can't. I cannot imagine it take that long. I'm sure it's going to happen earlier. Hey, guys, I just remember if the mother of all short squeezes happens, make sure all your passwords are different and impossible to crack. There you go. Nick, thank you for that. I say the same thing when I see thumbs downs on Uncle Bruce as I do on the short attacks. Bless your little heart. P.S. I'm Southern. Obviously Southern. D great. VPN before the morning. AJ, what do you think of a workhorse being short 50%? Can this be the next one? No idea, EJ. I have no idea. Moving on. And let's go. Uncle Bruce, love you, babe. I want to try to prioritize my deployment of capital. We are definitely thinking VGAC goes up before GORS. Yeah or no or what? Can't answer that question. I don't know. When it's all said and done in years from now, did one go up one day before the other? Probably, because stocks don't go up at the same time. So something's going to move, but I don't know by how much. I can't tell you. Anyway, thank you. Wow, the amount of people solely relying on Bruce to make decisions for them. Let's go here. We're the cool kids, says Liz. That's right. Yep, we're the cool kids. 2109 on SoFi. Let's see. Never say never, but good luck. Let's see here. Did anyone buy some cheap SoFi anything? Did you get cheap stock? Did you get cheap contracts? How are you guys doing on your SoFi? Did you scoop up stock down here when it was cheap? In other words, it was cheap. Oh, man. I bought loads, says Gregory. And let's go. What's going on here? I got 400 more shares for an even $1,000 SoFi. Thanks, Doc. Babe, long live the Bruce. I scooped 130 shares at 2081. I scooped up one call, SoFi, Jan 21 for 2022. I bought 10 more SoFi at 2006, 2096. 50 shares SoFi bought, 1925 average on SoFi. Not the best, but it's going to be fine. Damn right, I did grab some cheap SoFi. I'm in a 2020. I picked up another SoFi call right over the price at the dip, $21. Per public service announcement, if you are If you use Amazon Alexa Echo products, turn off Sidewalk now. L. Chandler, 32, 2250 calls in January. Matt the Bus, Bruce, I am a riverboat gambler and I picked up one SoFi July 16, $20 call at 261. I'm up $19 already. Oh, yes. Bought another $200 on SoFi, 9 shares at 2005. Bought SoFi 2009, 120 shares of SoFi at 1925 average. Couldn't have done better if I'm confident. 200 more SoFi on the dip. Final cost basis of 1770 on 600 shares. Bought 10 SoFi Jan 21 calls this morning, and I'm already up $400. VPN is natural possibility. Rabbit, I didn't pick up any SoFi today. I loaded up in April, like Uncle Bruce told us when it was closer to 10. I'm busy loading up on FAII. Let's go. I have SoFi, Gores, SVAC, and Branson one. That's the VGAC. Beautiful. All the self-sufficient communities of Portugal are all on SoFi. I could be in Germany right now. Too many initials. Picked up 5 more at 2009. 3,000 shares SoFi and 50 contracts now. Beautiful. My VGAC calls are up 10% on this morning, and the stock hasn't moved a single penny. What do you think about cream cheese on a bagel? Or do you like the smear from Einstein's? I think I need a little bagel talk here. Let's go. What else is going on? I picked up 2 more SoFi. Bought SoFi 2105 that expires today. Lottery, 21 cents. See what happens. You're at 2088. All right, Birdie. Wow, that was easy. Wow, Colin. Turn off Sidewalk and Amazon products. It turns on automatically, apparently. Amazon Sidewalk feature is right for the man in the middle. What else we going? What else we going? What else? I want more SoFi, but I don't want to raise my average. It's already at 18. I'm up 14% right now. I bought some 7, 16, 12.5 FAII call contracts already up 120%. Should I be more patient to see if they go higher with these or buy something further out? Just be patient, a little more patient. Let's go. Pushing 260 on GameStop, 257.34. Laugh out loud. Oh my Lord, GameStop and AMC. AMC 53.52 up $2, 257 on GameStop right now. They can't stop it. That's it. They can't stop a good thing. You can't be stopping a good thing. GameStop 257.15 down $1 now. We are coming on again. We just broke even. Just went through the break even line just a moment or two ago. Now we're taking another run at it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Wow, exciting now. Just exciting stuff. Everybody, thank you for being here. The Dow's up 156. That's a high of the day. We got S&P up 31. NASDAQ up 170. The markets are getting stronger and looking really good here in the afternoon, or at least in the late morning. We are moving higher, and that could translate nicely to SoFi and GameStop and everything else. AMC 54.44 up 310 a share, high of the day. I think AMC is pushing the high of the day again. Let's see. AMC, the high was 56 right on the opening, but it's coming on. 129 million shares traded on AMC. GameStop, 257.84. It's the best level in a while on 1.59 million shares. Very quiet on GameStop. Really quiet. All right. Is fun or what? Are you having fun out there, kids? Are you having fun? I'm getting up to the 3-hour mark, am I not? 23 minutes to go, and I'm starting to fade already. Well, I'm getting tired. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can keep this game going. Hi, Bruce. I have a bunch of mutual funds in my account that my broker purchased. Should I sell them and reinvest elsewhere now that I'm in control of my account? It's up to you, T-Bag. It's up to you how you handle this going forward. AMC is a poppin' 54.28. I didn't know OML, and Bruce did. I'm going to write tracks on those shares. GameStop 258, 57.58. We're right there. We're right there. VJC 1250, 716. Here we go. Picked up 10 SoFi calls, January 2022s. Let's go. Whew, folks, let's keep her going. 2080 on this SoFi. We may have a little pullback here and a little run back up again. That'll be kind of cool. See if that comes in. He's tired. Crack that guy open. He's tired. He's dying on us. Bruce, GameStop has been at 1.5 million for over an hour. Volume so dry. Wet fart and she's gone. 3 Throw on some midday Yoko for all the apes, all the troops. Uncle Bruce, help. I'm so confused. Do I buy a covered call? There's vertical calls, calendar calls. What do I do? You buy a call contract when you are buying calls. You are doing a contract that's called buy to open. You're just buying calls. The call you're buying, you don't know. Oh gosh, you don't know if the call you're buying is a covered call or a naked call, and you don't care. It's a call contract. That's all you're getting is a call contract. 1, 2, 3, 5, 15, whatever number you're buying. Call contracts. And so you're doing a buy to open on your call contract purchase. That's all it is. And you're buying it on the option market, just like you'd be buying it on the stock market. The call will move with the market, of course, and time. As time expires, it will go down in value if it's out of the money. But you're hopefully buying a nice, long-lasting call contract next January. Sure hope so. Oh my gosh. Then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Yeah, that's right. HK. They don't do the deal. You get your $10 back. You like that deal? There's your risk. There's your risk. Oh my gosh. Where are we at now? 2063 on Sofi. Waiting to see if there's another rally coming into it. GameStop 256 even down 218. AMC at 53.22 up $1.88. Gores at 14.07 up 13 cents. Fifth Wall up 9 cents to 10.50. Vector Acquisition up 17 to 10.26. NavSite 9.93. Starboard 9.96. Fortress $10 even. Getting ready for the merger, and away we go, guys. We'll have fun till Daddy takes the T-bird away. 2 hours, 40 minutes. We've been on the air. We got 20 minutes to go. Bruce gets a nap. Thank you for being here today and your support of this channel, subscribing to it, becoming a member of this channel. You guys are incredible. Building the Uncle Bruce Army as we follow our favorites and see how much money can be made. Oh, fantastic. Well done, everybody. Which is better to do, right? Covered calls on our shares we own or buy call options far out. Well, if you're buying call options far out in time, you're obviously, if you're following my advice, you're doing that on the SPACs. The SPACs that are about to, merge or just out there and are cheap and are going to go much higher from here. That's why you have contracts. If you're writing contracts, you're looking to bring in income. You're looking to bring income in to use that capital for whatever you want to pick up, the same stock or other stocks. And you want to write call contracts on options that, are you've got upside on and that you can get some really nice premiums on. So the GameStop right now, if you wanted to write a 270 call that expires now, today, you can do it. You can write call options on GameStop for next Friday. If you want to write them for 300 or 320, you can do it. The premium may or may not be as great as you might want it to be. If you want a nice big fat premium on your GameStop, write a 3-month call for $400. You'll get a nice big fat premium and you'll have a $400 exercise price. All up to you how you want to play this. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, there it is. I think VGAC is going to be a great bargain hunter. I bought 2 $12.50 call options and 115 2 days ago. And it's up $107 already. The stock hasn't even moved yet. That's because more people are coming into these options as this is getting closer to vote day. That's right. Sofi went up to 21 but came back down again. It's now 2072. It's going up again. Here it goes again. What can I say? I love my Uncle Bruce mugs, drinking coffee out of my GameStop one. Right on. When is the VGAC merger? VGAC in 6 days, June 10th. You know what, Bruce, is the best thing to happen since pack of cheese. Hi, Uncle Bruce. I want to buy FAII for November 2021 at $12.50. There you go. Go and get them. BF, the volume on SoFi is impressive today. 2078 now, 2083. Just jumped again on SoFi. Okay, jumped again. Little better. So next vote is Wednesday. It's the 10th. It's the 10th of June. That is in 6 days. Today's Thursday, Friday. Next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday. Bruce, if you buy call options with a long expiration date, Does time decay come into play, or does that only matter if the stock goes down? God, I need your classes desperately. The decay will happen, but if you're buying a call contract that's good for 240 days, the depreciation is 1/240th a day. That's all it is. So it's very slight right now. Okay. And you know what? I used to remember when we used to talk about GameStop constantly. Now you talk about everything. Well, I talk about my favorites. And people have asked me, what are your favorite stocks, the ones that you really like the most? I've listed that list, including about 7 or 8 SPACs, and I talk about everything that's in that list. Right now, that includes GameStop, of course. I have some same question laughing out loud. I know. Got 5 calls on VGAC, 12/17/2021, 12.50 last week, and it's up over $500. Nice. I love that. Let's see. I just bought a bagel coffee mug too. Black insert. Is Thursday a new Friday? And today is Friday. Looking forward to 10:06 VGACs and 9.6 for GameStops. Kendrick, how you doing there? Hi, hey Bruce. Where did you first hear about SPAC deals? Where do I hear about them first? And what are some key components to look for to decide if they're a good deal? Thank you. I find out about them all over the place. I've been watching, in some cases, I've watched these for a couple of, 6-7 months. In other cases, just a few months. I started recommending a bunch of SPACs back in February and March. Oh, excuse me. I do Google searching. I look up publications. I look up Wall Street Journal. I look up Market Watch. I look up all kinds of other sites, and I'm always on the lookout for a pretty good deal for SPAC. And when I find the right SPAC, then I started investigating even further. I want to see a merger of a public company, a private company buying a SPAC. I want to see that private company with some chutzpah, with some upside, some real momentum, and I want to know if the business they're in has a lot of upside to it. And then I want to know if there's additional pipe financing being put in, and I want to know who's behind the pipe financing. All of these factors goes into helping me decide what SPAC to talk about. And it can take me weeks to do the due diligence to figure out the one I want. That's just the way it is. And so there it is. That's how I do it. 2088 on Sofi. Coming back, babies. 257.60 on GameStop, down 58 cents. 53.02 on AMC, up $1.68. Gore's Holdings 14.10, up 16 cents. Yes, getting better all the time. Bruce, do we know when Gore's merger is done? No, we don't. Haven't announced yet. No, we don't. We know that it's any day now. Any day now, they'll have their filing approved by the SEC. That's any day now. I'm not kidding. Any day now. Then they'll announce the shareholder meeting right after that, within 2-3 weeks. Then they start trading. So it's not long. It's not long. Okay, there you go. I can't make it any clearer than that. I think D, great. I talk about a constant. Bama Babe, great question. How about writing and buying calls? Does it matter? If I have to ask, Bruce, I'm too late. I got into VGAC beginning of March. Thank you, Bruce. I believe. Yay! Kendrick, I love Mount Sasha. Best water I've ever had. Pouring through a rock was there. You could feel the life in the water. Moxie is what you're looking for. Should it concern us that if we discover institutions are heavily shorting one of our stocks? Nope, shouldn't concern us at all. They could be doing it on behalf of a client. The client could be an idiot. I wouldn't worry about it. If it's an institution doing it, they could be idiots. They can lose money. Everyone's allowed to lose money if they get too stupid out there. They think they're too good. But any day you wake up as it's fabulous. Here he goes to SPACs R Us. John, Bruce, please put your list up. Thank you. Just get some insider info. Here we go. Here's the list of the companies I like right here. These are my favorites that I like right there. And you can check that out anytime you like. Screenshot that if you like, or use your phone and take a photo of this image. There you go. Make sure to get my ear in my hand. Get that image. These are the SPACs I like: VGAC, GHVI, SVAC, FAII, VACQ, NASH, IPOE and FWA. IPOE now, of course, is it's that one. Sofi. It's now Sofi. Anyway, that's what we got there, guys. Let's continue on here with the comments. Les comments. Thank you. Let's continue on. Sean and Wendy. Hi, Uncle B. We want to thank you for inviting us to join trivia. We watch Stock Markets with Bruce and donated, but I never became a member because of our schedule. Thanks again for allowing us to join. We're doing trivia tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time, on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, but this channel will now be linked in. So if you are a member of this channel, you get to watch trivia. You get to play trivia with us tonight on the other channel. I'm linking the two channels for a dual live show, members only, on both channels. I think I can pull this off, and I'm looking forward to having you join me for trivia tonight on both channels simultaneously. So if you want to have some fun playing trivia with us, 7 o'clock Eastern today, we'll be doing it. It'll be great. I'm not sure if I understand the answer, laughing out loud, Bama Babe, about Bruce and the options. Again, you are buying call options if you feel there's a significant price increase coming on a stock position that you're involved with, and this is where the SPACs come in. I know that you're also thinking, Bama Babe, you're thinking about that GameStop is going to go up long term. You're thinking that too. The problem for you, though, is for you to buy long-term contracts on GameStop. It's a fortune. They're just so expensive, like so utterly expensive, that I wouldn't bother with that. You're a shareholder, great. You're writing call contracts on GameStop, fine, you can do that. But then you can write either super short GameStop contracts that expire today or next Friday, or you can write GameStop contracts that expire in months and months from now at 400 or 500 or 600 a share, and take in those big fat juicy premiums that I keep telling you that you don't want to be long buying that stuff. Just a thought. Okay, what else is going on here? Uncle Bruce, I'm looking at puts on Royal Caribbean, 18 cents, January 21, 2022, at a price of 25. It's too low. It's too low. You're not going to make any money there. Fool's game on that one. Okay. For love or money, people are asking. Having fun here. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Do you have any pets? Not really. There's a stray cat outside the house that we leave some food out for from time to time, but it's not our house pet or anything like that. GHVI 1250 calls for October 15, $3 recommended, or too early? Do I want to pay more and get them further out? You may want to get $15. Look at $15 Octobers, and look at $17.50 Octobers, or $15 or $17.50 Januaries. That's what I'd be looking at. All right. Whew, thank you all for being here. Bruce has run out of gas. He needs a nap. He needs a nap. 260 again. Yep, 260, 67 on GameStop, up 249. Going higher. We're at 54.60 on AMC, up 326. 2085 on Sofi, coming back up to that $121 level again. Going to catch you this afternoon. Thank you, Sharon. I'd rather be wrong if I can't be right. I'm going to email you a snake, Bruce. You can feel him. You can feed him bagels. There you go. Mo money, says Wally. 2086 on Sofi. GameStop 259.11. AMC 54.78. Gores 14.11. VGAC 10. Fifth Wall at 10.50. Vector at 10.24. NavSite 9.93. Starboard 9.96. Fortress $10 even. That's our markets right now. The big boards are up. New York is up 122. S&P up 30. Nasdaq up 184. And that's where we're at right now. Guys, I'm going to shut this down early. I'm exhausted. I got to get some rest. Keep an eye on the markets. I'll be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon for our final 2 hours of the day, including libation hour, from the close until 1 hour after the market closes. And then we'll be on tonight at 7 o'clock for trivia. I'll have another nap by then, and we'll be doing trivia. And you're welcome to join us tonight because it's for members of this channel and TWB. It's a joint channel promotion. I will do an alert to members for that show. So if you're becoming a member today, you get to join us for trivia tonight and every Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. We have live trivia. We have a good time, and you're welcome to join us. Thank you, all of you, for being here. We're going to have a good rest here. I'll see you in a little bit at 3 this afternoon, and we'll finish this market off for the week and see how much richer we can get. Hopefully the Sofi will keep climbing now. It's now at 2083. It's come back about 81 cents from the low of the day today, so it's already gaining nicely. Let's hope it keeps going, and you'll make even more money. Thank you guys always, and thanks for being here. We'll catch you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time. All right, see you for now. Bye-bye.